last time we played, the squad the squad met our newest player's character Crosshair, who joined Bravo Squad as you all returned to Zootstrutton. Um, Out of appreciation for taking care of most of the deserters from 2 sessions ago, the people of Zootstrutton topped up your fuel tank, so you went back on the road with a full tank of gas. On your way to the ambush site, you stumbled upon a crashed helicopter that was carrying a bunch of commandos and a secret agent, the latter of whom was carrying a locked briefcase containing a code of some kind. After pocketing that, you made your way to the ambush site, but found out that the mercs you were sent to jump were instead jumped by the Harbingers of Ice. So after tracking them down to their camp, you killed the cultists, freed the mercs, and gathered their uniforms. Um, so what I'll do, so I think, did you guys, for the people who were there, which I believe was like Tobias, Emily, and Crosshair, and then Drakelstein, but he's not here right now. Did you guys, do you remember what shift we were at? Like, did you attack by night or?
I don't remember.
I don't think he even mentioned what shift. Try to think back when I watched the video.
Yeah, I don't know. So, well, I guess I'll retroactively ask for the people who were there. What shift, like, what time of day would you have attacked these guys?
Well, considering I'm a sniper, not during the night.
Well, you do have night vision optics.
Oh, how handy.
I think we would have done it during the evening shift, but again, it's up to the table.
Okay,
Evening
so,
shift. When it's getting dark, they're starting to get tired. Good timing. I like that.
okay, so 2 out of 3 will say that was the evening shift. Um, so it's the evening shift, and I'll say by this point maybe like an hour has passed. So it's getting very late in the day, evening shift. You are currently in the same hex of the ambush spot, um, and you do have all the uniforms and weapons and stuff. So the question begs, what would you guys like to do either as prep work or just to like sleep or whatever? I'll go down the list. Start with Lena. What would you like to do?
If no one's particularly injured or anything, I believe my character would take a rest shift because I have a little bit of stress that I need to heal up.
Okay. So you will sleep during this shift. Okay. Ohio Tobias, what are you doing? Because I'll also suggest, in terms of if you want prep work, um, so possible
Excuse me for a
tasks.
second.
Okay. Some possible tasks, just so you all know. Stuff you could do is to break the fingerprint lock on enemy weapons, so you have something to use inside the compound when you get there, because IMC weapons will give you away as at like enemies in disguise. Um, and then another thing is deciding who all will be going undercover, because you have 7 usable uniforms. So it could be all the PCs and 2 NPCs, or like you could just only send 5 players in, or it's up to you guys what you want to do. Your total party size, these are all the characters that you've got in the current roster. So you've got 11 people and 7 uniforms.
So the new PCs, like the players we're playing now, what do we have today playing?
So you have Lena, your medic, Tobias, you, the newest like permanent player, Marty's character Crosshair is the new sniper, and then our guest player is playing one of the Delta Squad NPCs, Jace,
He's just a regular foot soldier.
pretty much.
Okay.
And then of course you still have uh, what this Eldad, Reynolds, and Romeo.
Okay. So we have we've got some text then, right?
Yeah, you've got what you call it, Gunner and Mike as technicians.
All right, I'll give one of them my gun, have them work on my gun,
Okay.
and then
Uh,
I'll just pull some other gun from the truck so I have a weapon.
okay. So I'll say Mike will do the tech roll to fix your gun. Let's see. Oh my.
Oh yeah, okay. I only needed one reliability fix, but
Okay.
I'll take that.
So Mike will spend a shift fixing like fix well. How long does it take a whole shift to fix a weapon?
I technically in the rules you get to choose how long it takes, but it's so raw. I just made up rules. I'm like, it doesn't take that long to break down a weapon
Yeah.
and
I mean,
clean it.
they teach people in basic training to strip a weapon in like a couple of minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't
S
take 2 hours. It's
yeah.
probably maybe 10, 30 minutes, 10 to
Okay.
30 minutes in
Yeah.
my mind.
So, all right. Well, we'll stick with that. So, and then for um, who all is planning to go undercover? Are all the players wanting to go undercover when you infiltrate the Atlas Control Center, or do you want specific people to be left behind, like as a react force kind of thing?
What do we know about the station? Anything?
Um, what you would know, so you know where it is. You know that it is very heavily defended, that there are anti-air batteries that would need to be disabled if you want close air support, but an accurate assessment of exactly how many enemies there are and what they're carrying is unclear at this time.
Is it a fort? Is it like a town? Is it
It's a military installation.
okay? And we have enough guns to everybody carry one?
Well, let's see. So cargo, um, actually, yes, you have, wow, you have exactly enough guns already, or at least assault rifles already unlocked, to where everybody could carry a weapon in disguise.
Because the Spar 37s are that, right?
Yes. Um, if somebody wanted an LMG or a carbine, you could somebody could do either Mike or Gunner can do a tech roll to break the fingerprint locks on one of those. Otherwise, you would just have the 7 assault rifles, which would actually be very convenient because you could have at most 7 people in disguise.
Now, the other question I have is when we unlock the rifles, are we able to increase the reliability back up,
No,
or are they stuck at 3?
they're stuck at 3.
And are they able to have shotguns put on them?
Uh, they could, like, they have a like a underbarrel rail that you could mount a shotgun or a grenade launcher to.
And I don't mind being, QRF if needed. Um, I'm not very empathic anyway, so not very persuasive.
Well, you don't
Somebody
have to do the
covering up.
talking, somebody else could.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't. I wouldn't want you to be out. I would want you to be with the like. We probably would be the ones going in, and everybody else be the react force.
Yeah, like I'll say like
Unless,
all the players who aren't there will definitely be React Force, and then I was saying that you could take at most 2 other NPCs.
oh, we could bring Mike. I mean, he's always a character, man.
This is supposed
Yeah, that works.
went so.
Sure.
Alright, so you're gonna bring Mike. And then, are you going to take anybody else or just Mike?
Oh wait, does Mike need to drive? Are we taking the other driver?
So in terms of vehicles, you do actually. So you have um the separate or not the separatists. The cultists they brought the attack vehicle that the mercs were driving, like basically the Humvee, and then they also had a pickup truck.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the pickup truck. We can leave the pickup truck somewhere, but I want to make sure our tank is manned with people that can drive and shoot.
Yeah, well, in terms of
Oh, driving. It should not be a problem with Mike around.
Hey, you know what? I actually got to do a critical heal because he's a doctor too now. So I actually got to do doctoring with him last week.
You did.
yeah, Mike did field surgery.
My character Kay assisted, and I can't say she was the best medic. Yeah, I'm I'm not the people mechanic, as I said.
Apparently, Mike is both.
Yeah.
I
So
take
if
it
I
that's
can
enough.
get, oops, sorry, if I can get the tech to unlock the shotgun for me.
Um, okay, you don't want to take the shotgun from your current gun?
No, they use the same gun. They use the same ammo, so I don't want to mess with my gun.
Okay.
I'll take this gun because it uses the same ammo.
The 8 gauge shotgun?
Yep.
Okay, so well, let's leave that. Do you want Mike to do it, or do you want um Gunner to do it?
Uh, does Gunner have the specialty that gives him the bonus?
Well, they both have AA recon, but he does have gunsmith.
Yeah. Oh, then if they're the same role, then
Okay,
I don't care.
Gunner will do it then. Well, actually, no, Gunner. I'll say he heals it, or reduces the stress in this shift. He'll sleep. But Mike will do it because he was already up. Um, we're supporting NPCs. Mike run over Reynolds. Mike says, "You hey there, man. You can give me that gun. I'm gonna get it unlocked." Uh, so yep.
Nice.
So
Alrighty.
it's the exact same result he got earlier. Um, so yeah. So let me see. Let me open your sheet. Um, and then Interstellar Marines shotguns. And you're talking about the separatist shotgun, the SPSG 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it. I'm removing it from the vehicle.
Okay. So yeah, he can have like jury rated to like cut down like remove the stock and all that stuff to have like give you an underbarrel shotgun. Um,
Yep.
so you've got that, and then however much ammo you have from the vehicle that you want to get. So while you're doing that, Tobias, what are you up to?
Probably just resting.
Okay, you're going to sleep during this shift?
Yes, I
Okay.
want to be well rested.
Okay, so, and then we already know what Riley is doing right now.
Well, Riley is going to recon. He just gives his guns to the tech and
Oh,
say,
okay.
"Get these done," and I just grab a gun from the tank and I'll do the recon guy for this shift.
Okay. So you'll be keeping watch. So Jason, what are you up to?
Um, I think I think as a professional grunt, as a career-long grunt, I'm gonna sleep when the opportunity provides. So that is exactly what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Good call. And then Crosshair, what about you?
Um, let me see. I do believe I have just a tiny little bit of stress. So, is there any way that I can get rid of that?
Sleep.
Okay,
If you
I'm
sleep
gonna
for a
sleep.
shift, you can remove 1 point of damage and 1 point of stress. So in
Okay,
addition to healing stress, if you have any damage, you heal that as well. Okay.
then I think I'll do that.
All right. Sounds good. So basically, everybody is bar Riley's doing the sensible thing and resting. Um, though now if it's any cover to Riley, we can assume that during the drive from Zootstraten to the ambush site that you were asleep in the vehicle. So I'm not going to count
Okay.
you as like sleep deprived. Um,
Somebody wake up Hicks.
yeah. Exactly. So, you guys, are you going to sleep through the night until morning, or are you going to just like wake up in the middle of the night shift?
Wait, say that again?
Um, so you're currently in the evening shift. Do you want to sleep all the way through the night shift, or and like wake up at night, or do you want to uh sleep through the night shift and wake up at dawn?
Sleep night, wake up at dawn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So it's and I'm also going to roll the weather. See how shitty it is. Okay, two. So yeah, I'm gonna need. I mean, either way. So it's like very strong. Snow is coming in. Sort of a lighter blizzard. I need. If Riley is outside, then he's gonna be doing a stamina roll, but everybody else is inside sleeping.
Can I do it from the standing in the tank?
The recon roll. I mean, if you do that, you would be at a -2, but the recon, but you could
Well, would I
theoretically.
get a bonus to the roll being partially in the tank? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, yeah. I would say maybe. What do you think is fair? +1 or +2?
+1.
Okay, +1. So stamina +1.
I'm good.
Oh, that was survival. You need to roll stamina.
Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Well, if it's the same stat, then you can count that. But if not, then so also that begs the question of where is everybody else sleeping? Are you sleeping in the tents in the cultist camp, or are you sleeping in one of the vehicles?
What's the most enclosed vehicle?
Your oh god, your
The tank.
your
Oh
IFE.
dear.
Yeah, but keep in mind if the engine isn't running.
Oh God. Oh
I
no.
I like to think that Jace just rolls a dead cultist out of a tent and takes it, and then he hangs up a little sign like he takes a Sharpie and scribbles it onto the side of the tent and says no vacancies, and then he closes the tent flap and goes to bed. He's a grunt, man. He's used to sleeping everywhere.
So I'm sorry to tell you guys, but we're gonna be delayed a day.
Oh God.
So when you guys wake up, I'm a lollipop. I'm a frozen pop, and I go. I need to go to bed because I'm cold again. This damn freezing sucks. And I think it's
God.
medical. Do I need a medical roll?
uh, let me
I can't
double check.
remember.
I'll double check.
But I
I can't
know
believe that.
I have to sleep a shift to get rid of it.
Uh, so you immediately suffer 1 point of damage and 1 point of stress. Um,
I get the
you well, though in your case you would suffer 2 damage because you pushed with 2 failures. Um, only after you've warmed up. So it doesn't say a medical aid roll. It just says you have to like warm up like at a campfire.
Okay.
Um, so that would heal your hypothermia is getting somewhere warm. Um, so oh my god. Okay, so if you guys want, you can set up a campfire and just like chill
Well, we
here
have
a
the
little.
heater in the vehicle. That's all I need.
Yeah, you can fire up the heater.
Yeah.
Though, well, does the heater have a battery? Like, did you ever change the battery? Because remember, it died in session 2, but
I thought we ruled that you could fix it, and I'm pretty sure we
well, you can
fixed it
fix
because
the
that
battery,
was
but
my
I'm
first thing.
remembering, did you fix it? I'm trying to remember.
I thought the battery could be recharged plugging it into the vehicle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, did you?
I'm pretty sure we did.
Okay. I'll buy that. Um.
Because the
So
way I suffer from this, that would be my primary. We need this fixed.
okay. So uh.
I'll just roll out of bed. You're just a ice pop standing there. Like,
Yes.
think it's time I take a rest, fellas. Just walk by us. You're just like crunching your jacket. Just like
the icicle
crunching crunching noises.
icicles are wiggling around slightly on his fatigues.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
look blue.
I hope this isn't a copyright violation, but does anybody remember the Fifth Element when the police come to his door and they're like, "Sir, you classified as human?" And he's like, "Negative, I am meat popsicle."
That's Riley. Okay, um, so Riley is going to rest. Now the thing is that if you do sleep for a shift, then you'll recover 1 damage and 1 stress. And the thing is, Lena, don't you have painkillers?
I do indeed. I have them in the doctor's kit.
Okay, so if you want to spend one of those and sort of accelerate his recovery, you can give him that, and then it'll recover his additional damage.
Yep, I'll just give him a look over and say, yeah, you just need some Tylenol, soldier. Just slap a packet in his hand, like, there you go.
Well, slap
Oh,
him.
Tell him
Don't
to
do it too
more.
hard because you'll break his hand off.
Right.
Well, technically, I don't think I can do any healing until I warm up. So I
Well,
have to have a shift warm and then I can heal. If I
Well, what I'm
remember
saying
correctly,
is
right?
that you can. I'm saying you can warm up and sleep by a source of warmth.
Okay.
Um, and then so that counters the hypothermia and it heals 1 point of damage and stress because you're sleeping. And then for the extra point of damage, Lena has painkillers, so she can give you one, and that recovers 1 point of damage, so you don't have to sleep another shift.
Okay.
So if you guys want to do that, so you'll wait through the uh morning. Though the question is, well, let's see. So that was the night. Oops. How many of you guys are going to be? Are any or all of you going to be by the fire or by the heater?
at this temperature, damn right we are.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I'll
Yes.
stick by it as well.
okay. Is there anything anybody would want to do while hanging out by the fire, or like any chat or anything like that? I hate to bring that up, but if there's, I mean, I'm just giving you that option if you want to.
Not really, unless someone speaks to me.
Okay.
I need to sleep.
Okay. All right. So Crosshair will sleep in this shift as well. So Riley, I guess we'll fast forward to from the morning shift to the afternoon shift. So Riley
Oh,
has, go
sorry
ahead.
to interrupt.
No, it's
I
fine.
wanted to ask, do we have any more of the underbarrel uh shotguns for the spars? Because my
You
character does have a spar, and I
you
was
do
curious
have
if I could get one.
how many shotguns?
The problem is we have no ammo.
Oh, all right. I forgot that part. That's kind of important.
Yeah, there, and plus not only that, but it doesn't look like there are any more shotguns in the storage anyway.
Ah, okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, well,
Sorry for
it's worth.
interrupting.
No, you're fine. It's worth asking. And like I said, I gave an open window for people to bring up these kind of points. So the morning shift passes while Crosshair and Frosty sleep. Um, and and so Riley unthaws. We can assume that you give him your painkiller, so he's back to full wounds. Um, and now the time comes if you choose to hit the. Well, actually, hold on. I need to double check something right quick in terms of travel. Let's see. Where the hell is being stationary? Because I don't know if it's per day or per shift that you're just kind of if you're just like sort of sitting there that something happens. What the hell is it? That's weird. Um, Stationary encounters. Home base. Let's see. Hmm. Do you guys remember what for stationary encounters if it's every shift or every day that you spend stationary that
Day.
something might happen?
Day.
Okay, day. So you haven't spent a full day here, so you're fine. Are you all ready to hit the road?
Yeah, I'm just trying to remove armor because, man, I just all of a sudden got super heavy. And as I'm pulling stuff off, it's actually getting heavier.
Okay. Um,
I'm not joking. I went from 10 to 11.25.
the fuck. Um, well, are you putting your stuff in your backpack?
No, I'm putting it in the damn Predator because I'm trying to lose weight.
So that water from the freezing.
Yeah, you put on like 10 pounds from just being frozen, man.
I got all this weird ammo. I got to figure out what ammo I got.
So, well, in terms of your ammo, so let me see. Um, the
Set the file.
well, it looks like you have all the right ammo for your weapons. Like all the 390 things, those are individual magazines that were empty. If you want, you could like repack the 3 rounds from that one magazine into the 20 round, like 20 out of 40, and then delete the 3 out of 41.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to do.
Okay.
And I got rid of the empties and put them
Yep.
in the Predator.
So while you're micromanaging, so as I said before, you have 3 vehicles. Are you taking all 3 because you would need a driver for each one, or are you just taking 2 of the 3?
We've got a pickup truck, our thing, and what's the other thing?
Like a Humvee.
How many drivers do we have?
Well, of course you've got Mike,
Yeah,
who's got
yeah, when you call that a driver, but
he's got BD driving. Um, Basically just put people in the middle of the road and he'll be fine. Um,
yeah, exactly.
Gunner has BB driving, and he's usually been the like main driver of the players. So that's 2. Um, and let me see. Crosshair, you don't have driving.
No,
Lana doesn't have driving. Anya does not have driving. Ohio Tobias does not have driving. Matthias has AA driving, but he's usually the gunner.
I have a little bit of driving.
What's yours? BC, that's actually pretty good. You're better than Mike.
now he tells us.
I had assumed the designated drivers were like A and B, you know.
Well, apparently this party is kind of lacking in terms of driving. Like the best driver is the vehicle gunner.
I think Chase could drive something for you guys if you need him to. Just let him know. He's still kind of figuring out the group dynamic after his rescue.
And the Hummer is the enemy's Hummer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to take the Hummer, and we don't need the pickup, right? The pickup was the.
Well, the thing is, the caveat with the pickup, so the Humvee, like the 4-wheel drive car, is I think a 5-seater. Yeah, it seats 5. And if you're bringing Mike, then that's 6. So either somebody would have to ride on top of the vehicle, or you would have to bring another vehicle.
Somebody could
Then
sit on somebody's lap, though, right?
well, let's not bring Mike then, and just not worry about the pickup truck, and take the fuel out of the pickup truck and split it between the other two vehicles.
Okay, so the pickup truck has, if you check, it has a fifth of its tank, so it's 20 out of 100 gas. So you can drain the capacity. The attack car has half of its tank, 55 out of 110. So do you want 10 in
I don't
each?
have, yeah, I don't have access to the Hummer or the pickup, so you'll
Oh,
have to move the fuel around.
okay, so the FAV 64 will have 65 instead of 55, and then the Predator, you can mark it as having 10 more fuel.
Okay.
So you drain all the fuel out of the pickup truck. Let's see. Load that because that's a big old map. Okay, so you've got two vehicles. I'm assuming the Predator is obviously going to stay back once you make it to the control center, but um, for driving, for the start of driving each shift, I'm going to need each driver to make a driving roll. So who is going to? I'm assuming who's going to drive the Predator first, the IFE.
Whoever's got our best driving.
Okay. Well, the question
I
is,
guess
do you
that
want?
would be me.
Well, you do have two vehicles. I'm going to say like Jace, if you're going to be traveling with, like, I'll just say this much. If you're traveling with the other players, you would probably want to take the Humvee.
Okay.
Um, so you can be driving that, and then for the IFV, which is sort of like the, like you're just leaving people with it in case A, it's needed, and B, just to not leave it behind. Um, do you want your vehicle gunner Matthias to temporarily drive, or do you want him manning the gun in case you encounter any
He's our
resistance?
gun. He's our gunner.
Okay, so in that case, your best driver would be, no pun intended, Gunner. Um, so he'll do a driving. Let me think. So journal, travel. So driving. Um, at the start of each hex that you drive, or start each shift that you drive, you must make a driving roll modified for terrain type. For a road, where is the terrain for roads? Um, you actually get a +3 to your roll, Jace, and so would Gunner. So roll driving, and then when you click, so you click driving, and then there's a little window that pops up modifier. You do plus sign to +3, and then hit roll. There you go. All right. I'm just waiting for the day when one
Nice.
of you guys get a fucking driving mishap. That's gonna be fun. Um,
Mm.
so you all drive. I'll move the party indicator so you make it here. I'm assuming, would you want to leave the Predator in the same 10-kilometer hex or just on the like outside the road?
Uh, I mean, the base isn't the whole size of the square, right?
No, no, not at all.
So he would probably be in the square with us.
Okay,
They're our react force, so.
yeah. So let me see.
But we probably, once we get into that hex, we probably would then not be on the road and using trails in the trees to keep us hidden.
Yeah. So what I need to do real quick is just hold on. Where is Harvester Camp? I just gotta copy some tokens. Okay, there's one. Okay, and
Okay,
then
now stop.
let's try Crosshair. Uh, no, not Gunner. Jace, Lena, Riley, and then Tobias. Okay, and then I will activate the new map. So I'll just wait for everybody to load the map.
The map.
Give me a second, sorry.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah, it's fine because not everybody's loaded yet. I'll just give it a sec.
I was just doing some work while I was waiting for the map. Shit. There it is. Where?
So, hmm. Hopefully preloading the map actually helped because I see, we've got people still trying to connect.
Yeah, I'm at 97.
Okay. I made, per request, I made this a larger map, because of like vehicle distances and stuff. But maybe it made it a little too large. I don't know.
It's alright. It should be loading because the set 97 one.
Marty, you still in?
Loading 97%.
Okay.
But I don't have a map. Does anybody have a map?
Yeah, I do.
I do.
I just have a gray hair.
Yeah, no, I just have gray too. Yeah, Lacey's gray. I've gone blind.
Let me see. Is there any way I can change the resolution of this?
No, don't. You'll
Okay.
throw everything off.
Okay.
Instead, I'm just gonna reload.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
There we go. I'm in.
Okay, good. So that's 3 out of
It
5.
was so bad that it literally, I have to close the browser again because refresh won't work.
Oh wow, you weren't kidding.
My store's so bad, I had to fix the browser.
Yeah. I'll from now on. I mean, I'll just make maps that are smaller than this.
No, you should be able to load large maps. I mean, for my Kingmaker maps, they're like humongous, dude. Humongous.
That's what you.
But you're using the mod stuff and are you using mod stuff to make the maps?
No, I'm just using Dungeon Draft.
Oh, okay. How big are the maps?
This one is 7,000 by 7,000.
And what file format did you save it as?
I think this was a JPEG.
You need to save it as one of those Google Web objects. It reduces the size in
Oh,
half.
the WebP.
Yeah.
Noted.
Everything is going to that with Foundry. I had to download a special plugin for Photoshop to read them too.
At least you have Photoshop.
Yep. Pay a shit ton for the damn Adobe license.
I believe it.
I'm in.
All right, good. So and I see Ghost is loaded, so it looks like everybody's in. Good. Um, so I'll say as you guys, or I'll just move all the tokens kind of closer together. So you're driving up to the gate, I take it.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah, I
before
think
we
that's least
before
suspicious as
we
possible.
before we start, let's talk about what we're going to say.
Yeah. I'll assume you guys
Ahead
can
of
have this
time.
conversation while you're driving up to the thing.
Well, so we could say, well, I'm pretty sure the Humvee is damaged, right? Like, and
Yeah,
it
it got
shows like
fucking
damage.
shot up.
Yes, so we could say that we were backed up due to us getting ambushed, but we repelled the ambush.
And we were delayed because we had to fix the Hummer to get it working again, right?
Exactly. There you go. That's like Universal 101. And if they ask, oh, do you have evidence? Just point to the Humvee being fucked up.
Plus, our uniforms are probably bloody too.
Exactly. And even I could like show the scar I got from getting shot in my stomach if they really want to fucking be specific.
And I'm probably still blue a little bit.
There we go. We got Thank God you got in. Thank God you got like hypothermia, dude. Like shit. I
Oh,
mean, it makes
fantastic!
this more
That
credible.
worked out really well.
He's
It worked out extremely well.
before he
No, and
enlisted, he was actually a method actor.
oh, yeah.
And we were
Method
supposed to
acting.
be a supply convoy, right? Or
No, you were
are
supposed
we
to be
replacing
guard
mercs, right?
transfers. Yeah.
Okay.
Like you were sent here because they rotate out guard postings. Um and so the lone gunfighter, she was saying like I've been monitoring their traffic and they're going to be sending a new guard unit. So your job is to intercept that guard unit, poses them, and use that to infiltrate this facility and destroy it.
Do we know if there was any code words that we need to know or anything?
No code words, but you did get transfer papers off the mercs.
Okay, and it lists the name of the people so we know what our names were.
Yeah, I didn't think about what those names would be, but we'll just simplify
As
things.
long as we have the name and we go by their name, then we're good, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, and then you do have. Now, I will mention once again that you do have. You're not wearing your armor from the ODMCs. You would have the Mercs armor this time, so you do not have the +2 to chest armor. Um,
Yep.
it's just like I mean, you don't have to delete that from your sheets. I'm just saying, like, just know that you guys, that's the thing. Um,
Okay.
so you're in Merc units, but the good news that does include full helmets, like face concealing helmets. Um, and so you are driving up to the gate, I take it, or is there anything else you want to discuss, like during the drive?
Technically, what are we supposed to do here?
Um,
We're supposed to disable something, right?
well, yeah, your
Well,
objective is this facility is like the control hub for a region-wide like laser defense system that the Separatists have built that would give them complete air and space superiority. Your objective is to destroy this place.
And do we have explosives to do this, or do we know how we have to do it? Does she know how we have to destroy it? Are we just destroying equipment, blowing something up?
I'll say this much. You would, when she was
overload the
doing
lasers.
what?
Overload the lasers.
Yeah, exactly, something like that. Or if there's a reactor, you can overload the reactor, destroy the facility from the inside, that kind of thing.
Stop
Okay,
the cooling system.
are, but are we bringing in a tech?
Um, a technician, you have not, because your current composition, so you've got Crosshair the sniper, Chef, what?
We're gonna blow this up with no tech.
So
I have a little bit of tech. It's not the best.
yeah,
So
BD.
yeah.
I'm AD.
Okay, that's actually pretty decent.
What are we looking for? Oh,
Tech.
sorry. I missed that. Oh, tech? Okay. Next man.
Yeah, so Jace has just C intellect or like intelligence. Chef has B and Crosshair has A. It's only Lena and Riley who have any rating of tech.
I mean,
Alrighty.
if we put both our heads together, we'll figure out something,
Yeah, I mean you can
hopefully.
give if one of you assists the other, you would have if Riley does it AC.
Okay.
Give me a
Mhm.
second. I'll be right back, by the
All
way.
right. Yeah, he's got to change a
And
diaper or something.
I do have 2 anti-tank grenades, so
Okay.
that's good to blow shit up.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
I have one frag grenade.
Alright, where's our vehicle at? Do we have any?
any what?
Do we have any C4 or anything?
And the Predator?
Yeah.
Let me check.
Hmm.
Party vehicles, Predator. You have the Claymore that you defuse.
Could somebody carry the our other tech? Lena, can you carry the other claymore? Can you carry the claymore? Do you have the weight?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Awesome.
C4.
I like to imagine the scene is that we're just like pulling out different explosives out of our gear. Like, yeah, I have this to take care of that problem.
Okay. Did you drag the
Yeah, but
Claymore to your...
I need to.
I can do it for you if you want. I have both windows open.
Please do
There
because
you go.
I don't think I have access to the
You
vehicle.
don't?
Thank you.
Hold on. Let me see. Configure ownership. All players are set to owner, so if you look in party vehicles in the actors menu, you should see the party IFA32T.
So
Oh, now I see it. There we go.
I need to put the shot back on me.
Cargo.
oh, and there's a snowmobile.
Yep. Because
It's
every time I
the
think of that
M18
snowmobile,
Claymore.
yeah. I mean,
Cool.
realistically, it would be like it's called something else. It's just that when we did the encounter where the Claymore was in, I put it down, like I just dropped Claymore as a thing because I didn't think to make the asset ahead of time. But rest
Okay.
assured that it would be like the
Cool.
sci-fi equivalent. It just uses the stats as the Claymore, and you can still call it a Claymore if you want.
Um,
All right.
so
Great.
am I in the tank too, or outside, or what?
You are well. Do you want to go be part of the infiltration team?
I think that would be an exceptionally bad idea.
No, that would be a good idea. Because
Yeah, I don't.
otherwise you're going to be sitting watching us play.
I'm a sniper.
Well, the thing is
Oh,
that keep in mind you can, you like for the infiltration, you're using enemy gear and enemy uniforms and enemy weapons.
Okay.
So you're not going to be
Okay.
sniping in close quarters. You have an assault rifle. Speaking of which, I need to
Okay.
drag that to everybody's sheet. That begs the question how much ammo you guys would have. Um,
Well,
Probably at least two
well,
magazines for each.
There's 15
Yeah.
left. I already took 3. So everybody could take 3.
Okay, so I'll add 3 magazines and a rifle to everybody's sheet. Okay, so this is
My character doesn't need a spar because I already have one.
okay. Okay,
Loaded.
good. So and then Crosshair, what I'll do for you is I'll put your sniper rifle in your backpack, so
okay.
you don't get over encumbered, and like that way you'll still have it on your sheet. Um, Tobias actually has a light machine gun. I did not notice that. Um, so Chef has his light machine gun, so he's actually set, and he's got uh not an admirable amount of weaponry, but actually, do you have any ammo at all? It doesn't look like it. So I'll just give him a whatchamacallit, a rifle and yeah, Tom, you said 3 magazines?
Yep.
Okay, so let me just do that. Where the hell are the oh my. So
8.8,
yep, I see it.
39. Yep.
So 8.8 by 39. No, I didn't mean to add all fucking 15 of those.
It does all the time. So
Yep.
it's on both sheets.
Yep. It does. I just see it clones it. It doesn't actually transfer it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
Tobias
you
is
just
his assault
manually hit it.
rifle. Let me see. Crosshair. Do you have your ammo? No, you don't. Let me rectify that. So then I will edit that. So you've got 3 magazines.
Hello.
Hi.
Alright, I'm currently not on my computer because I'm cleaning something, but I'll be listening in.
Okay. Oh, oops. Yeah, I'm just doing a little inventory management because we didn't address that earlier. Um, so let's see. Oh, that's Mike. I don't want to mess with this stuff. Bias has that. God, wrong number. Okay, there's that. And then what I can do is I can actually, if it does just clone stuff, I can just copy it to everybody else's sheets. Aha. So there's that. So Lena, you've got your. Oh well, hold on. You already added your ammo. Never mind. Um, would you want the extra ammo?
Yeah, I'll take it, just like a precaution.
Okay. So, I mean, worst case scenario, if somebody runs out, you can be an ammo bearer. Okay, so then
Yep.
Riley is already set, and then Jace needs his stuff. So I'll give you that right quick. And then where is the SPAR 37? There it is. Okay.
Yeah, I took off my 10 pounds of plastic explosive. It was getting a little heavy.
And also be sure to load your guys' ammo. Yeah, it's just a reminder, the edit button, and then drop down for magazine. I'll just do it right now. Hold on. Lena is. Oh, you've already got it loaded. Okay. Then everybody else. Okay, yeah, just saying. So everybody should have your SPAR 37s. And 3 mags, and except in Lena's case, and then all I got also subtract the ammo from the Predator. So everybody took 30, 30 rounds, I think. Or actually, no. I think a total of 12. So you guys would have 3 magazines in reserve of 8.8 by 39. So,
Okay.
all right. So you got all your ammo. Is there anything anybody else wants to do during the drive?
So the question I have, Cody, is how high are the walls and towers when we get up close?
So I'll say this much: when you are driving up, you would actually see, um, there is like the walls appear to be, uh, distances and math and oh my, probably at least 10 feet high. But you would also notice there is a mechanized walker on patrol, and then some guys standing outside. And I'll say this much: I can't think of necessarily a way it would amount like exactly how you would notice, but I'll say that Lena, as a former separatist, you would recognize this particular walker. It is not a Colossus, it is an elite Colossus, which is AI operated. Which means this
Oh,
thing is basically
joy.
a drone with a limited onboard AI. And it's not the kind, and when I say drone, it's like it's not the kind that you can hack a signal and control it yourself. It's like this thing does not have a pilot or a gunner. And so it's basically just like lightly stomping around sometimes, turning turning the upper half of its body, scanning the horizon, and just like more or less just kind of uh, staying put as a static guard. You all would notice some,
Oh, it's Ed 209.
yeah, but much bigger. Um, so you would, yeah, but you would also see these guys. So the walker, when it sees your vehicle um, approaching, it does turn towards you, but it does not open fire.
Uh,
Um, So it's it's sort of tracking you as a possible target. It does notice that like everybody seems to stop what they're doing and like look over towards you. There's a squad of 3 guys and then an officer with uh, I believe we established a green band around his helmet that establishes him as a sergeant. Um, so you pull up to well, first of all, who is in I'm assuming Jace is still in the driver's seat. Who's in the passenger seat? Tobias?
Yeah, this is
Yes.
the talk.
Um, so you pull up to the gate, and then the officer goes to initially. Well, hold on. What I'll do is I'll just move this in a way that makes sense. And then like crosshair will be in the back, and then Tobias will be there. So the officer initially goes to the driver's side, or not really officer, NCO. He goes to the driver's side, and this is like a shorter Hispanic man with like a bit of stubble, 5 o'clock shadow, and he says in Spanish, but you guys do speak Spanish. He's saying you are long overdue. What happened to your vehicle, and what what's going on here? Basically, is what he's getting at.
In Spanish, I say to him directly, with no hesitation, I say, well, you see, Sergeant, we had a bit of an issue on the way here. We got ambushed, took a round to the stomach. We repelled the attack, and we had to repair the vehicle. Thankfully, we got here safely. If you need evidence, just look at our vehicle.
So he notes that, and he, with his like little data pad, he writes down, uh, writes that down or records it or something. But he also notes, it's like, well, you were supposed to have an additional vehicle with additional personnel. Were they all killed in action? What happened to them?
They were indeed killed in action.
So, um, hmm. I feel. Nah, I'm not gonna make you do a persuasion roll. I want to make things more interesting and see if he like sees through your ruse somehow. But
I'm pretty sure that'd be pretty hard, seeing as we have evidence.
yeah, well, I'm just saying that what I'll do. Yeah, you'll definitely get a bonus to this. Well, hold on. Do you want a bonus or do you want him to get a negative?
It depends on his stats telling.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you his stats, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know his stats, so I guess
okay.
I'll just get bonus.
Okay, so you'll get a +1 to this. So we'll roll.
Yeah,
So roll persuasion.
So, and
What, Marty?
I would say that it depends whether the guy is suspicious or questioning. I mean, that it would be bonuses towards the persuasion. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So
give me a second. Sorry, let me make the roll. Oh, what bonus would I be getting?
you would get a +1.
A +1. Yeah. Yeah, for a second.
Do you want to push the D10? So the guy is going to say, let me see your identification. And it's at this point that he looks over to the 3 troopers by the tower, and so they basically surround each of the doors.
Do we have the identification with them?
Yes, you do have the identification that you got from the mercenaries, because basically after you found them in the camp, they just hauled ass out of there and they left all their stuff behind. So that includes their ID papers, their transfer, like their transfer orders.
Yeah, so I guess I give them that.
Okay, so I'm assuming all of you would hand over your papers.
Yep.
Okay.
He would probably hand them to him. He would have the papers all together.
Oh.
Yeah.
The commander.
Either
Okay.
way, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, good point. So, well, either way, yeah, they'll because they don't know who would have the papers. They all just surround the vehicle, either for that or for some other reason. But Ohio Tobias would give the papers, and so the separatists offer the sergeant pockets those. He runs them through like a little scanner, like how like drive-throughs sometimes there'll be a person out there who like scans your card, kind of thing, in like a
Yes.
little tablet. So he's basically doing that to say like this ID checks out, this ID checks out, like, and he's waiting to see if it gives like a little like it's a fake ID kind of thing. So, but it all checks out. Um, and he says, sure, one moment. So he's going to step away, um, over by the Colossus, and I would
Can we do
say,
something?
what?
Can we do something?
What do you want to do?
The dude outside the door to me, I'm gonna look at him and say, "Yo, you got some smokes? It's been a rough couple days. I could really use a smoke right now."
All right, do a
He's like,
persuasion roll. See if
my
he has
lips are
smokes.
my lips are kind of like.
Oh,
You really want me persuading? Yeah,
yeah.
actually, I would have said, "Yo, give me some smokes," because I'm only rolling a D.
and and he says, "No way, Bendejo, you get your own smokes." And he basically gives you the bird and crosses his arms. Well, he wouldn't cross his arms because he is holding a gun. But I will say, um, to Chef and Jace, um, give me a recon roll at -2.
Currently cannot roll recon, so someone do it for me.
I'll do it. So where's your recon?
Did you say at -2?
-2. The reason being is you're in a vehicle. Chef, you got a 4 and a 5. Do you want to push?
Sure.
Okay. So you overhear chatter. You hear what the officer or the sergeant is saying. Uh, and he's reporting to a superior saying, "I think this might be a captured vehicle. Um, there's something there. These guys there's something that's just not checking out, and I think we should, you know, come again, sir." And you don't hear what the person he's talking to is saying, but basically, you get the clear message that this guy thinks you're full of shit, but he's not currently acting on it. Like these guys aren't like arresting you or the Colossus isn't firing on you or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like but you
How
know now that they're on to you.
So, situational question, since I'm in the driver's seat, how strong does that gate look?
Wait, hold on.
Just in case.
We get
Yeah.
captured. We either get captured or we die.
But hold on though, because it seems that from what I've heard is that like the guy superior probably thinks he's like being too paranoid, but just ready in action of ram through the gate, maybe.
Well, so
Ready in
far
action.
what you would know is that the only thing that's like um the guards that are outside the vehicle have not dragged you out or raised their guns, and the Colossus has not targeted you.
Well, yeah, I know that. I'm just saying, like, just in case something decides to, hit the fan. Because for now, from what I'm saying, is that the guy is talking to superior, and the superior probably is like saying like, you know, some other thing. I can't fucking read the guy's mind, but that's what I'm gonna try. However, ready in action is just in case to do something to, prevent us from getting blown to smithereens.
Yeah,
I
that's kind of what I was already doing.
Yeah,
what
no,
to just
I just wanna
charge
make
through the
sure that's
gate.
like said out loud. Also, because I want to feel special.
Um, well, keep in mind, Ohio Tobias survived an attack by vicious monkeys by dancing with them, so I'm sure he could
Oh,
survive this.
that was years ago,
Yeah, I don't think the Chef Shuffle could could charm an AI controlled walker, but
You never know. Maybe it like looks back in like a database and sees like, oh, this was on YouTube like super long time ago. Maybe this is a pretty cool guy.
Master Chef's a pretty cool guy. He cooks and he doesn't afraid of anything. So,
Give me a second. Hold on.
okay.
Hey,
So,
Cody, any guns in the towers?
in the towers, you would notice, that's a good point, that there are uh, armed squads like manning, like in the windows. You would notice a mix of guys with rocket launchers and guys with machine guns. So, but those guys, I should mention, they're not targeting you. You guys there?
Yep,
Yep.
I'm here.
Okay.
Yep,
It's just
I'm
things
here.
went quiet after I mentioned that.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
All right, we're gonna just stay playing cool because there's not an option of fighting you unless you all want to die.
Or unless you hear like a banjo right at backwards, have Mike running in like.
That's not an option.
I know, I'm just joking.
2 AT teams.
You know what
machine
I'm
gunners.
thinking of doing?
What?
You know what would be pretty cool? But this would be like super risky, and I'm probably not gonna do it anyways. But it would have been cool. Just having the people on standby attack us, and we pretend to repel the attack to add to our credibility. I don't know. It would be super risky and probably would get them captured, but it would have been cool, and it probably would have helped. But not gonna risk it.
And what were you gonna charge with the Hummer? Were you gonna charge the Walker? Try to ram the Walker's leg?
He said the gate, right?
I would go for the Walker. We're not
That
through
is
the gate.
actually a good idea.
We're not going through the gate with a Hummer. We could do it with the tank probably, but not the Hummer. That's probably an armored gate.
Probably, most likely. You have a good point. I see that as something that we could definitely do.
Plus, if we get over into this area, then the towers are limited to one window. And we're
Well, I
under
can't do the game
floor.
currently.
Yeah,
I'll trust you.
and we're under the Walker, so we might live for a few rounds. Just make it entertaining.
I guess the
We
guy
have
just
like
decided to be super suspicious today.
Well, I'll say this much: that the guy, as this, as you're sort of murmuring this, he actually returns to the vehicle, and the gate opens up, and he says, "Proceed inside."
I fucking knew it. I had a feeling his superior was like, "You fucking idiot, just let them in."
Well, that's
Either
the
that, or he's just tricking us into capture.
optimistic view.
Still be on guard. Be on guard, compadres.
So the gate opens up, um, and the soldiers step away from the vehicle just so they're not in your way. Um, and you are free to drive inside. Do you do that, or do you still do your like Al Qaeda suicide run on the fucking walker?
What do you think the answer to that question is going to be?
You guys are very unpredictable. Okay.
I mean, we're unpredictable, not stupid.
So,
That's a fair assessment, Cody.
Save the driver of the tank.
so this is what I really would like to do, but I won't do it. I spelled sergeant
Jesus.
wrong, but that's okay. It's really what Ronnie wants to do with his empathy D right now. But he knows better. He's a military guy. He knows you don't do that. But he's thinking it. As we ride by, he goes, "Man, I really like to throw that sergeant a kiss as we go by."
I just thought of something. I don't think my character knows Spanish, so I've just been sitting in the back, like, just nodding along to whatever's been happening because I don't understand the conversation.
That's a good point. Very good point. Because it is stated in 2249 that separatist divisions, whenever they do actually have to communicate, they usually use comm slicers to translate.
Mm-hmm.
So you're probably going to have to rely on the rest of the squad to do the talking.
Yep,
I
I'll
love,
just, I'm the strong silent type.
Yep.
Wait, I don't speak Spanish. I thought we
Yeah,
all
you do.
spoke Spanish.
Yeah, the IMC speaks English and Spanish.
Oh, okay.
So
All right. Oh, I
basically,
forgot she's a different
yeah,
group. Okay.
she's an ex-separatist, but Crosshair, you, Jason, Tobias are all Interstellar Marines. So you drive through the gate, and the gate shuts behind you. And do you leave your car there? What do you do with it? Like, how's your?
Do we see any other vehicles?
There are. Yeah, that's a good point. I would say there would probably be vehicles like parked, like along the side somewhere, just like that, and like that.
I park it in order to be non-intrusive and non-obvious. I park us in the line of vehicles, but close to the gate.
Okay. Do you reverse park or?
Absolutely, because if we got to get out of here in a hurry, I don't have time to kick it in reverse.
Okay, so you park there, um, and you all step out of the vehicle. What do you do next? You'll see once you're in the compound, um, that there are two AA guns here, and then you see the barrel of one just on the other side of this thing. And then out front is a mercenary. He's not like targeting you or anything like that. Um, but
And
yeah,
he's what we are, right?
yeah, he's in the same mercenary unit as you are. I mean, not the same squad, but the same merc company.
So I'll look at him like, are we supposed to come over to you or?
And he says, yeah, you're supposed, yeah, fucking, report in, get your orders and, uh, like get on patrol. What the hell you need to do? I'm just the gatekeeper here.
All right. So I'll go walking over there like I'm gonna check in.
Okay. Do all of you follow him, or is somebody going to like walk around the perimeter or something? What are you planning to do?
Give me a moment to get back to my computer.
Okay, well, while you're figuring that out, to Jace, Crosshair, and Lena, what would you like to be doing?
I'm trying to scan and scout.
Okay.
Like take in the environment and see where everything is,
Okay.
if that's possible.
Yeah, if you want, you can potentially do a. Well, the guy didn't. I'll give you this. He didn't necessarily say that everybody had to report in. He might not necessarily know who's in charge, and he sees Riley going in, so it's like, well, you might gather that he's thinking, okay, this guy is the like your squad leader, so he's probably reporting in. So the rest of you are kind of to your own devices. If you want, you can scout the perimeter of this facility.
I'm probably gonna go Riley.
Okay, you're going with Riley.
I'll
Just there's no
go
confusion.
scouting with Crosshair.
Okay, Crosshair is going to, I guess, are you going to start scouting like counterclockwise or?
Yeah, I'll start moving, I guess, this way.
Okay, so you guys are moving. Sorry, you're going to move up like Crosshair. Are you going to go up and around?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we've just been in a firefight. We've just been in a firefight, and they might leave us alone for a little bit of, a couple of hours of R&R.
Makes sense.
Excuse me.
Never know what the separatists though.
So,
So that is what I'm doing.
all right. So you are going to scout, and I won't make you do a recon roll for this. And also, right quick, just so I know where everybody's going to be. Jace, are you going to go scouting, or are you going to follow Tobias and Riley?
I had two questions which will determine that.
Shoot.
First, how did I start the vehicle? Was it a key or was
Probably
it
a
a
key.
button? Okay. So do we know that if the keys are individual per vehicle?
Um, I
Or
would
is it
assume
like,
so.
okay. Um, then in that case, I would probably act like I'm going for a walk. Because my thing is I see that we've got a lot of people doing each thing, so I'm pretty content. And I want to stay close to the vehicle. I also want to ensure we're not followed if we have to get out of here in a hurry. So I'd like to, at some point, kind of casually go over to these other two vehicles and see if there are keys inside.
Okay.
And, if there are, I'd like to make a note of, which one that I might like to take with us in an emergency, because I'm assuming they probably have more fuel than we do. Um, but my second question is, do we have anything super important in the vehicle that we brought? I'm assuming
Um,
not.
no.
Okay. Then in that case, yeah, I'll be prepared to. I'd like to set up a situation where I'm prepared to steal a vehicle.
I
But
mean, you could just
also,
use the vehicle you drove in because you have the keys for it and you reverse parked it.
right, it was a matter of fuel. Okay, that's fine. I have a C in intelligence. Is that enough to disable these vehicles to ensure we're not followed?
Well, these vehicles don't have any people driving them and the keys aren't in the cars. Um, so
Okay.
if you want to sabotage them, which is kind of a risky proposition, I will warn, then that would be a tech roll.
Nope, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll just follow the guys scouting the perimeter.
Okay, so are you going to follow Crosshair or Lena? Because Lena's going clockwise, Crosshair's going
Yep,
counterclockwise.
I'll follow Crosshair.
Okay. So you guys are doing, so I'll focus on Crosshair first. So Crosshair, you notice that there is one AA gun here, and as you're walking around the perimeter, you notice that there's a control panel to your left, and then there's a bunker to your right.
And can I see what's inside the bunker?
Yeah, I would say that there is, a squad of guys with rifles that they don't seem especially alert. Um, like some of them are watching out the windows, but like you can tell, like you could probably guess their general attitude is like, well, there's nothing the fuck out in the woods, so what do we have to be worried about? We got like fucking 10-foot concrete walls and a bunker and shit. We're fine. So they're not
Right.
really on high alert compared to the guys at the gate, because the guys at the gate are guarding a road. But this is just like uncharted wilderness, so they're not especially alert.
Is there a crew to that AA gun?
Nope.
Okay, so the AA gun is automated. Is that what
Yes.
I conclude from that?
Yes.
Okay, indeed.
And there is an access terminal here, so potentially like you
Right.
know you or somebody else would be able to you know fiddle with it if you
Fuck
so
shit up.
choose. Yeah. Um,
Oh,
so
Okay.
you guys are doing that. I'll say Lena, it's pretty much the same thing. You get around here, you see there's an AA gun that is like it appears automated. There is no, you know, seat for a gunner. Um and it's on like a large concrete like pillar. Um and then you also would catch like you would first hear idle chatter and then you would notice that there was a bunker with four guys in it to your left.
okay.
Kind of like with Crosshair and Jace, you don't like they don't seem especially on high edge. Um, so there's that, and then I would say both of you, like both groups make it around to here. You notice that there's a landing pad, like not necessarily like a metal landing pad, but like a cleared space large enough to accommodate a dropship. Like this is a designated like dropship landing pad back here. And then you would also notice that there are two more bunkers that if you were to take a idle peek inside, you would see there are two more squads of riflemen.
Okay.
So you guys have done your uh, rotation of the base. Um, and then while you're doing that, we'll focus on Riley and Chef. So you enter this facility, um, and you notice that there are like bunks, like the entrance to a barracks on your right, entrance to an armory here. Um, you enter this uh this space. It doesn't necessarily seem completely busy, but there are security cameras. Um, and then you would see the door that leads to a command center. Um, do you go in or do you still look around the inside of the base before you go in?
Let's look around. What do you think, Wes?
Sure, let's look around.
Okay. So like I said, you saw the armory, you saw the barracks, but you would also notice wall signs that lead to elevators.
I don't know if we want to take elevators. What do you think? Do we want to check in? Because I don't want to cause any issues being too
We
long,
should
you know?
probably, yeah, we should probably shouldn't take that long. We should probably check in. If anything, what we could do is one of us goes and looks around, and the other one goes to check in and just say, "Oh, he's like using the bathroom or something."
You
I
want me
mean,
to
it's reasonable.
you want me to do the infiltrating and you do the talking? Because you're better
Well,
talking
yeah,
than me. You don't want me
yeah,
doing a D.
yeah. No, you're the better infiltrator than me. I'm.
All right.
That's why I'm the sergeant, and you're the scout.
All right.
All right.
So
So I'll go to the elevators then.
okay. So you head towards the elevators. You would open this, like there are two elevator doors. Like the thing is though is that these don't lead up, they lead down.
Okay.
Um, so there's that. Um, I don't know if you want to go down or at least alone. But let me know. Otherwise, we'll switch to Chef.
Is there any warnings, do not enter, or anything like that? There's no
No.
guards or nothing,
Well,
right?
it says authorized personnel only. So
I would assume we're authorized personnel.
Yeah, that's what I said.
yeah, you can
Yeah, we're
ask.
mercenaries. I'm pretty sure we have like less red tape than most soldiers here.
If somebody says that, anybody like, hey, just got here, checking out the new
Yeah,
digs.
exactly. just say, hey, I didn't know that I couldn't come here, or just say like, hey, I'm just checking out everything. Yeah,
Looking for the
you're
cafeteria.
smart.
Where's the food?
You're a smart guy. You're a smart guy.
So all right. So while you're doing that, Chef enters the like the operations center. There are two mercs here and then an officer. Um, this officer has the rank insignia of a captain, and he's looking over a data pad and he sees you come in and is saying, "Are you one of the new transfers?"
Yes, sir.
And says, "Do you have you and your unit's transfer orders?"
Yes, I do. I pass him the transfer orders.
Okay, and he looks over the the orders and is saying, what's your name, son?" And you can make up whatever name you want. Like I said, I didn't think of like code names, so you can just pick like an alias that you want.
So the key card didn't have like I could just make the name that was on the key card.
Yeah, you can. I'm saying you could pick the name that was on the key card.
Gotcha. Edwin.
Okay, Edwin. Uh, Edwin what?
Edwin Tallahassee. Strange name, I know, but it's an old name.
All right.
Isn't like he's talking about his last name.
Yeah. So the officer um raises an eyebrow at that, and he says, "Peculiar name indeed." Um, and saying, "And where did you transfer
Says I can
from?"
go into the history of it. Did we get
You would
where we
know that
transferred from?
you were like the headquarters of your uh like the well actually As Interstellar Marines, I'm not sure you would know that. But you can
I mean,
do,
we
I'll
did
say,
have the transfer orders, so
well, the thing is that the transfer orders are saying, go here. Um,
I'm pretty sure they would also say where they came from. I
that is
mean,
true.
especially
Yeah.
since
So,
the argument here would be is that like, oh, like
okay,
it's
well,
from
if that,
here,
yeah,
but
that
then
seems
they
like
say
a
something
kind of
else.
an obvious question, so I'll drop that actually. So he just asks you a couple more sort of basic orientation questions that I'd say that you're able to answer fairly easily, and he says, now, you came with a five-man team. Well, currently a five-man team. You are down several members. Um, he says that your squad will be assigned to patrol duty, and he hands you a schedule, and he's basically saying like, we'll break it down by shifts. He's saying you sleep during the uh, like you have R&R and like like meet like well obviously like a meal break midday, um, and then like rest at the night shift. Saying like on mornings you're on patrol and outside, and then at on the afternoons and why? Oh god, I'm just oh, shit, what have I done? Um, I'll basically just give you a schedule that like you don't really have to follow out of character. Like that you would follow in character, but I'm saying out of character they're not going to have a camera watching you at all times. So basically once you walk out of that office, you're pretty much free to do what you want. But if you get caught, you're gonna be in trouble.
I don't.
Like I'm not gonna make it too complex.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, so the officer says, "Well, do you have any questions for me?"
No question, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, then get to work.
I nod, give a small salute. I mean, not as I just walk out. I grab the schedule and all that,
Yeah,
and
and then you can, as you're walking out after the salute, you hear the mercs that were in the room chuckling and going, "Fucking amateur." Like
my
they say that
character kind of
out
did
of
it as a
your shot,
joke.
kinda. They don't say that
Well,
to your
I
face, but
didn't do an actual salute. I was doing like a kind of like, oh, like you got it, boss, type of salute. I
oh,
wasn't actually like saluting the guy.
oh, okay, then never mind. Um,
No, it was like a joke, kind of
okay,
just like, mother.
yeah, all right. So while you're doing that, so we'll focus back
Oh,
outside.
fuck.
So Lena, Crosshair, and Jace all meet up. Do you discuss anything?
Um,
The
go ahead.
layout of the base.
Yep, I'll tell them about it as well, saying, yeah, looks like we have a automated uh AA gun on the I was on the left side. My directions are all mixed up today. My apologies. Then also had a bunker of people. And then what did you find on your side?
I give a small nod to the two towers and say 5 men each with rifles
Actually,
and
it's four.
automated.
Like the larger tokens just
Uh,
represent the group. There are four per tower.
okay, okay. 4 per tower and automated AA gun with a panel right next to it. And that's all I could find.
Great. Since like it's pretty even on both sides, so we won't be in for a much of a surprise once we go and you know deal with them.
Yeah, I start counting the numbers and go like, we need some help here.
Well, I will
Mhm.
remind you that you're so you will have close air support available if you disable the AA guns.
Reminds me of another mission we did.
Okay. That sounds like maybe taking out the AA guns would be our first order of business. Then we,
Right.
you know, yep.
And so, has anyone ever taken out AA guns?
Well, I'm not there, am I?
No.
Well, would say yeah.
Well,
but
keep
I'm
in
not
mind, I
there
will
though.
say that in terms of the AA guns, you do have two options for taking them out. You can either tech roll to hack them and shut them down, or you can just blow them up.
That's
Mm.
true.
Who is damn? Where's the tech when you need him?
You left them in
God fucking damn it!
the.
I mean, it, Crosshair. If worst comes to worst, we could attempt to, you know, finagle them using tech. But then, if all else fails, we do have a few, you know, explosives to take care of them.
Well, thankfully, we're allowed to go on patrol, so that means we can walk around without suspicion. Uh, well, I'm not there. I'm just saying this to myself. And if I ever do arrive, I can say that. Repeat what I'm
Well,
saying.
I will say that you're leaving the office. Do you want to go out or do you want to go find Riley?
Well, I'm gonna. Well, I'm pretty sure we have cons. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
say,
you do
hey,
have
Riley.
comms.
Just gonna say, hey. I'm not gonna say his name in case he doesn't use that name, but I'm gonna say, hey. Gonna be heading outside.
The question is,
Current.
by then I'm probably down, but I don't know how far I went,
Well,
so I
did
can
you?
still hear his
You didn't.
con.
Well, you didn't specify that you wanted to go down the elevator. Or at least I didn't hear you say that.
No, I was going down.
Oh, you're going down. Okay.
Yeah, I
Um.
just thought
Oh,
you went and did his talk first.
Oh, okay. Well. Um.
well, guess I'll leave an automated voice message system, man.
Well, you can still
I
hear him.
R
I'll say
I
that much.
L E
Well, I
Y.
don't know how far I'm going down, so that was my question.
Okay. Well, how far you're going down? I would say. Um. I don't know how far most underground bunkers go. Definitely below, like very, not like to the center of the earth, but probably about like 30 meters or so, maybe. I don't know if that's realistic, but like it's like not necessarily like you brush off some snow and it's right there, but um, it's
How many
definitely
stories down? That's easier.
mm, probably two.
Okay.
So it's two stories down. It'll take you like very like no time at all to get to the bottom, and you would still have a signal.
Yeah.
Look what I put in chat.
um, so we'll focus on what you see down there when uh, once the rest of the team is addressed, because I would have to switch over the map. Um,
Okay.
Gotcha.
but yeah, so Ohio Tobias is, you leave your message for Riley, and then do you go out and find your squad, or do you call for them?
Well, I step out, assuming that if I don't see them inside, they're probably outside. I guess
Okay.
this is not the largest place.
Yeah. So you head out the back door, and then you would see your squad had convened for a discussion at the landing pad.
Yes. I was gonna make the
I
joke that you come out and you find us all making snow angels, but let's
I
be.
head over as I say, good evening. Are we discussing this fine evening?
I thought it was noon.
Just this and that.
Yes, this and that. I'll write it down at here and there. And I jokingly says, is um, so, by the way, I'm Edwin. Nice to meet you. I say using my fake name. For me, as otherwise, you're gonna be suspicious. I say, whispering.
hmm Edwin then.
Okay. Edwin Tallahassee.
What a hell of a fake name, man.
Well, it's the name on the key card, so don't come at me. Sergeant Tallahassee. That's such a unique name.
You really should have
So
you should have just said Ohio Tobias. Like,
well,
what are
because
the
then they would
odds
know.
that
Oh,
there's
it's that
somebody?
YouTube sensation.
What?
And they'd say, "Oh, wait, it's that YouTube sensation. Isn't he in the IMC? Get him!"
They'd just be more
Also,
concerned
it'd
with
be
getting
kind
an
of weird to
autograph
have like the.
from a viral star than.
It'd be while they're beating me with like nightclubs that like with like billy clubs are like, can you sign my helmet?
You signed the club that I'm beating
No,
you
but
to
yeah,
death.
sure, bud. As my finger breaks from trying to sign it.
So anyway, So you guys all meet up at the landing pad. What do you discuss?
Well, I asked them what were they discussing before.
While you were reporting in all official like, we did a lap around the base and you know, it seems we have two automated AA guns and right across from there we have a couple bunkers full of riflemen, so that's something to look out for. But
That's always
uh
fun.
definitely. I'm guessing we'd want to, take down the AA guns before we get any type of. I imagine we have some support in the wings, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, you do have two
So to
sources
pick
of
up,
support. You have like close air support as well as you could always call in Reynolds and the Justice League to blast their way in with the Predator. So you do have two options of
uh,
support.
I say to them, I say, what are the options of taking out the AA guns?
Well, either we blow the towers or we try and attempt to hack into them and take them offline.
Is anyone good at hacking? I say very silently.
I'm not the best. I mean, I know enough how to reset my password on a computer terminal, sir.
My grandmother can do that. He says it's not special nowadays. Maybe like 200 years ago that'd be a little like surprising, but this is 2249.
Exactly. That's how little experience I
Okay,
have.
so you have basic knowledge on resetting passwords. Cool. Looks like we're blowing things up.
Well, what about
Well, I
Crosshair
mean,
and
we could always.
Jace? What do you want to do?
What's up?
Mhm.
Didn't hear what you said.
Well, I was saying to Crosshair and Jace, like what either you would want to do.
Um,
Oh,
I would like to do the thing that draws the least attention. So, unfortunately, we don't have a good way of doing that.
I mean, we could
Namely,
always attempt to hack, and then if all goes south, we, resort to.
see, but it would be pretty difficult to hack with very bare bones knowledge, especially since our man is not here. He says, kind of like tearing up. He's like, that was a joke, but he's like, yeah, our hacker is not here, sadly.
Hmm.
I would be all for hacking if he was here, but I don't want to risk us looking around like, basically standing around like, how do you say, like dummies and
Exactly,
just
Cody.
standing there.
let me
So
let me guess. Rena is your character in another
Yes.
game?
She's the best damn hacker in the universe, and she's carried the
she's
team for the past
Yeah.
she's
couple
she's
sessions.
out with her
Really.
ODMC squad somewhere in the wilderness with Tobias's brother.
Yeah, she's basically. I'm gonna tell you right now, Marty. If you're playing Crosshair, she's tech.
Oh, okay.
She's tech in Emery Carr's body. But anyway, um, and
What?
with
Simon would be like a bare bones like hunter. He's very rudimentary.
She is tech in what?
she's tech in Emery Carr's body. Hemlock's scientist, his assistant.
Oh, got it.
Anyway,
Nah, but yeah, I say, well, unless all of you guys have a PhD in technology, I don't see us hacking into anything here.
I mean,
Right.
stranger things have happened, sir.
If it's that easy to hack into a separatist AA gun, then by all means, thank you for defecting.
Jesus
um,
Christ! I don't know whether that's an insult or a compliment, sir.
It's an insult to the separatists. If the fact that their technology is that easy to hack into, I think they're living in thousands, not 22. Like like, you know what? No more jokes about a group of people and their government. Let's just get this job done.
Hmm. I suggest maybe wait till starts getting dark because yeah, Cody, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, very true.
So
But yeah, I recommend waiting till either evening or nightfall to start, doing things
Then
because
we wait till night and we
Right.
start our patrol. I say, quote
well, the
unquote. Right.
question is, are you going to leave Riley to his own devices down in the basement?
Well, I'm pretty sure I left him a message, so.
Right. What I'm going to do is
Uh,
I'm going to set the navigation for this map to all players, and then this other map to all players, so you can toggle through at your leisure.
I think
So that way, I'm not
that's
dragging
all
everybody and
good.
forcing them all to connect. But yeah, while you guys, I guess, are doing that, then we can focus on Riley doing his single man infiltration.
Super secret agent, man.
Yeah.
secret agent man.
Thank you for
Well, it's a
noticing
big
that.
ass base down here.
It is nice out here.
It's cold. I don't like it up there.
At
It's
least down
cold.
here
It's like Anakin Skywalker talking about Tatooine. He's like, it's hot, sand. It gets everywhere. It's
Yes, Dr.
cold. It
Jones.
still gets
Yes,
everywhere.
Dr. Jones. We are very comfortable up here.
uh, God. So meanwhile, yeah, Riley has he's connected. So yeah, so this is underground facility. Feel free to kind of explore it at a slower pace, and I'll just sort of describe what each thing is.
All right, so we'll go in here first.
Okay. So as you walk in there, that's sort of like an open barracks, like much bigger than the one on the surface. There are bunk beds like looking for the entire contingent, and you would actually see there are some separatist troops just kind of chilling in the barracks.
All right. So I'll go to here. Is that a closed door or is that
That is closed. But it is marked as the armory.
go in there?
The door is locked. Like you try to open the door, and then there's like an error message: authorized personnel only.
Shit, I didn't get a key card yet.
And you are not authorized.
So,
Looks like you booked up.
so
For one of the classic blunders. Oh, my case.
I'm gonna look over to the guards. Hey, just got here. I need to get some ammo. We had to fight on our way in. And I've got like bingo ammo. Where do I get some ammo around in here?
and he says like you're gonna have to consult with our with command about that, man. We don't have authority over that.
So
Like
you request ammo from your leader. All right, I'll do that.
so.
I'm guessing this has the head
Yeah,
symbol on
that's
it.
the
All
bathroom.
right. Yeah, I don't need to go look at the bathroom. All right,
So
let's
what's
get
up?
food.
So this is the mess hall, and you would see a group of grunts having a meal. They don't really react to you entering the mess hall.
Damn, I wish I would have brought some damn poison or something. I would poison my damn food. Shit. Now I think about it. Damn it. All
That's a
right.
low
Jesus.
blow, man. Yeah.
I'll grab some grub.
Chef would say to you through his headset, he's like, "That's a low blow, man. As a chef myself, that's a low blow."
Damn, I wish I was a drug dealer. I would have put some drugs in it. That'd be all like, whoa, I feel real good. And when we start blowing shit up,
Bro, why are
yo,
you
look at
wasting
that
your supply on these
fireworks.
guys,
That
bro? I
looks
need some of
cool.
that shit. extra supply on the separatists. I need some of that.
Yeah.
Yo.
All right, so I grab some food. I'll eat on the way. Walk around. What's this door here? Anything on this door?
Officers' quarters.
Oh, I'm not going. I'm not going.
Yeah. So as you are heading that way, you almost quite literally bump into a squad of guys patrolling the halls. Um, the lead guy here, like he was like, whoa, and stops out of courtesy to let you go through, so you guys aren't bumping into each other, but um, so you can move past them, and then they'll just keep walking down the
I'll
corridor.
nod. I'll nod a hello.
So they keep walking down. That is the entrance to the medical bay.
All right, I go in.
All right.
Anybody in there?
There would be a like a Corbin kind of like a medic. I don't have a token. I didn't drop a token for him, but let me see, where are the tokens? One moment. Let me see. Separatists. Yeah, there would be a medic in there.
All right.
The medic looks over to you and she says, "Oh, hello. Are you in need of medical? Are you in need of medical attention?"
Yeah, we just got here. We were ambushed on the way in, and we had to spend the night out in the cold, and I'm freezing to death. I'm so cold, and I'm finally starting to warm up, but man, this it's giving me the worst headache. You got anything for a really bad headache?
Yes, she says, and she starts looking around in a cabinet, pulls out like a you know, here I am blanking on like medicine for like like a med to take for a headache, like the exact med, because
Aspirin?
aspirin.
Tylenol.
Yeah, there we go, aspirin. So
Okay.
she gives you some aspirins, like there.
All right, I'll fake like I put them in my mouth and I pocket them, so our medic can add back the aspirin. You like that one?
You know, you should have asked for
Pretty
other
damn
drugs too,
smart.
like the poisoning water or whatever the hell. Should have.
Oh,
You should have just gotten like some perks or something. Percocet.
Okay, well, Emily, then I guess add back that painkiller because fucking
Great.
Riley fucking defrauded a medic out of her supplies. Oh my god. That's funny.
Yeah,
I,
awesome. You're so thoughtful, Riley.
I thank him. Uh, I'll take note. Do they look pretty stock with medical here? Medical stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, most of it is in like locked cabinets, but
So it
They
looks like
don't
he's
stop,
got
no
the key,
stopping.
right?
yeah, the medic, she would have the key.
All right. Well, I note that so I can report it. And then I head back north.
We're just gonna, like, part of our break-in will be just stealing from the medical wing. Jesus
We're like a
Christ.
bunch of crackheads.
Okay, so this is a like a repair, like a maintenance shed, like where they would perform maintenance on like tools or whatever else.
All right, I'll open up and see if there's anybody in there.
Okay, you open it up, there's nobody in there. Well, actually, no, that doesn't make sense. There would definitely be at least one person. I'll say there's two. Um, there are two people in there. One's standing guard, kind of, or like leaning up against the wall, and then the other one is working on a piece of machinery.
Alrighty.
And
So
the guard looks to you as you enter. It's like, hey, what are you doing in here?
So we just got here. We were in some combat, and I had to put a lot of lead down the field, and I'm gonna need my gun looked at some point, and just making sure this what the procedure is, so I can make sure that I can get it fixed quickly.
Um, he mentions that, we're, kind of like he looks to the tech and he says like, yeah, we got a bit of a backlog here, so it might be a while before we can get to your gun.
Oh, you guys have a lot of combat out here then?
Well, he mentions like I mean the weather conditions out here. We've been having to maintain our equipment more heavily. Yeah, we command needs this facility and its personnel and their equipment all are running at peak efficiency. So, but the problem is that we've already got a lot on our plate. So we're gonna have to get to your stuff later.
How's the leadership here? Are they good?
He mentions that we're talking about like when he says command, he's talking about like the separatist command structure at large, not just whoever's in charge here. Like he's
And
saying like
he's a separatist, right?
yeah, these guys are separatists. He's basically saying that like yeah, like separatist high command, they need this facility operational. So our local commander has been really pushing us to keep this place like running at peak efficiency.
So he's a hard nose.
They look at each other and they don't comment on that. Like you can tell they're probably thinking about it, but there's no way they're going to say that.
Okay.
Makes sense.
All right. Well, I said, well, you guys have a good day.
So then the guy at the garden says, "You too." And then so as you head down this corridor, you would notice that there are actually two other mercs here guarding this door. Uh, and one of them says like well, one of them sort of like nods to you as you're walking by. Do you walk further towards the gate or towards the door?
No, I stop with them and say, hey, how's it going? Just got
It's
here. I'm Howard.
Howard.
nice. Nice alias. Uh, so, and I get the reference there. So, one of them saying, "Oh, how's it going, Howard?" Uh,
Well, no, I'm bad with names. You know, I'm bad with names. So I just picked my best friend's name, so it makes it easier.
well, didn't you name your character in John's game, Howard?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I was thinking of. So,
Okay.
um, but one of them is saying, how's it going, Howard?" And it's same old for us here. We're just guarding the entrance to the reactor. And you would see above that there is a reactor symbol above the door.
Oh, okay. We always have this manned.
And he says, "Absolutely, it's one of the most important parts of this facility. Got to have it manned at all times."
Perfect.
And then the other one is a woman who she says to you, "Best advice: don't get this position. It's boring as shit."
It's more fun up top.
Uh, the
Doesn't seem like there's much going on here. Is there any action?
um, yeah, they look at each other and say like, "Well, not lately. As far as we know, the Interstellar Marines don't know that we've got this facility here. So, like, she's saying like apart from very occasional like harbingers poking around and driving them off, we haven't dealt with uh, any major attacks or incursions, and we're here to keep it that way."
I'll give him like a sad look on my face. I said, another boring post. I was hoping for some action.
And then the guards they say it's like, "Yeah, I mean, such is the life of a merc. We don't get told where we're going. We just go, but we get paid a fortune."
Yep. Now I ask him, I see that there's two bunks. Are we the upper story bunk or are we down here?
Um, oh, are you referring out of character to the bunk up top?
Right.
He's saying like that's just a temporary like that was made as extra uh extra sleeping arrangements in the case that we ever got full up here. He mentions that there are like if you since you're new here, you should know that there's the enlisted and mercenaries bunk, and then there's the officers bunk. So
Okay.
like he doesn't know that they don't know that you already know that.
Right.
So but they're just telling you.
So, how's the commander here? Is he nitpickler or is he relaxed? Is he in your face all the time?
And he says, "Are you talking about Major Hernandez or Commander Hammond?"
Both.
Um, he mentioned the mercs. They tell you that the our commander, Commander Hammond, is um, more or less sort of possessing the same mentality as us. I mean, he takes his job seriously, but you know, it's pretty obvious that he doesn't like being here any more than we do.
Hey, Cody.
Yeah,
Can you hold on? I got white aggro. Hold on.
sure. Okay, well, I guess while that's going on, we can focus on the group up top for a moment. What do you guys want to be
All
doing
right,
at this
I'm
time?
back.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, I get okay. Sorry, scratch that then, because I do want to keep this all intact as one scene. Or at least this we'll finish up this interaction, but because he did ask an important question. So he mentions that Commander Hammond is disinterested in this post, but he does take his job seriously, and Major Hernandez is the Separatists commander, and he's very strict and you know takes his job very seriously because he was put in command of the Atlas Network.
How the hell do you open this?
Atlas Network. What is the Atlas Network?
And both of them just laugh,
How do you open this?
and they're saying like, "How the hell did you get transferred here and not know what the fuck the Atlas Network is?"
I don't know how to open that.
Okay, can you please mute if you're gonna talk to somebody else?
No, I thought I was
Because
muted.
uh, I don't know. You know how it is. We need men. Go.
So,
All they told me is there's some guns and we need to defend them.
well, then they say it's like, well, you know what? The all right, then I'll keep it brief. The Alice Network is some separatist like super weapon that will give them and us complete air and space superiority over this cursed planet.
Oh, this is an important place then.
You damn right it is, and that's why Hernandez and Hammond are so you know hard assed about what they're doing. So I'm saying best advice: you do not want to cross either of them.
Oh no, I don't. I like to make my commanders happy.
Yeah, and then the woman says like, yeah, good. You trust me, you want to. And then the sooner you do a better job, the sooner you're out of this shithole.
Alrighty. Well, thank you. I'll see you around.
Yeah. Till next time,
And I
dude.
head on.
Yeah. So
I'll head
as
on
you're
over there.
heading there, so we'll focus on everybody else for just a minute.
Mhm.
So as all this is going on, what are you guys up to? To Crosshair and
Well, are
Jason
we
and all
still
that.
having that chat?
I would assume that your chat probably would have ended in the amount of time that, like by this point, like everything is kind of lined up.
So Crosshair is going to look or figure out if where the explosives are to, um, you know, blow up one of the towers.
Okay. So in terms of explosives, you do have. Well, the problem is Riley has the anti-tank grenades, and I think it's Lena who has the claymore.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. So you would have one explosive charge that could at least damage one of the AA guns, or you could try to hack them and shut them down.
Um, I
How are
forget
the
who has it, but one person has AD. Sorry, they have AD tech. Then I believe we could help at least we could attempt to at least hack one before we blow up the other.
Yeah, because let's see, Crosshair, you have intelligence A, no tech.
right?
Lena has Tech D, so you could do like a sort of an assist kind of thing, where you can use like you can give him a +1, so he would basically have AD to try
Mhm.
to hack one of the towers.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
So the Claymore is that one remote detonated?
you can remotely detonate it, or you can have it set off by like sensor.
Okay.
But the sensor is only
Uh,
if something moving steps into it.
right. Is the Claymore strong enough to? So how are these AA guns constructed? Are they like on four legs, or are they concrete pads? What?
They are on, so they're on like, tall. Well, not really that like tall enough to where they have good elevation. Like
Mm-hmm.
metal tower, like basically sort of four-legged towers that have like a rotating base and then like a swivel for moving up and down, so they can turn all like 360 degrees and look up and down.
So kind of like a gimbal.
Kind of. Hold on. The hell is a gimbal anyway? Yeah, like that. Exactly. So it's basically one of those, but like much larger.
Okay, but does it is that the foot of the gimbal on the floor, or is it elevated on a frame something?
Um, the base of the turret is actually on the ground, like anchored to the ground, and then like the turret is up higher. If that answers your question, like
Sort of.
the higher
I'm looking for a way. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way where you can, with a relatively small explosion, topple the gun so that it can't be used anymore.
Well, the Claymore has fucking like I think a blast rating of B, which is the second highest. Um,
Okay.
and so you could set that, and the explosion potentially, if it hits, can like blow through the base of the turret and make it fall over.
Okay.
Um,
We can do that.
though I mean, obviously, of course, it goes without saying that if you use explosives first, it's going to set off everybody in the base.
Really? Oh, thanks for telling me. I really hadn't considered that.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's an explosion that's going to go off. One of the turrets is going to fall over. Yeah, it's gonna. That's why I kept suggesting you guys. You really want to do this stealthily first. If that fails, then use explosives.
I get that.
Yeah.
I'm just preparing. That's all I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm not starting with. I don't think starting with the explosion would be a good idea.
No, I agree. I'm pretty sure everybody else is on the same page.
Unless we call it a quite large diversion, and then we can hack the other one. But then we would be really anyway. Yeah. Okay. So which one of these two do we blow up with the claymore, and which one do we hack?
You could hack both if you want,
Um.
if you do well enough.
Uh huh. That's
Yeah.
a big if right there.
Well, uh, I suggest we attempt to like hack them, and then if all else fails, then we go to explosives.
Okay, that's fine. Um, let's hope there's not a despair coming. So
Yeah, I'm gonna say if you get like a bunch of splats, then yeah, it's like then some sort of alarm's gonna go off or something. Okay, so you go over to that one, moving very like crab-like. Okay, interesting. Um,
and that's because I was using my keyboard.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying, it looked like you were like Zoidberging around, but anyway. Um, so you guys
There we
go.
go. I'm
Okay.
here with you to help.
Jace and Chef, are you going over as well?
Yeah. Sure. Let me look this too.
Yeah,
Give me a second.
yeah, you do because you need to stand behind me, hiding what I'm doing.
Well, yeah, that's the idea.
Uh,
You form a human
I
wall
am so
blocking him, like just standing there. Okay.
Well, I am 6'3", so.
Okay. So, yeah, you can. Well, actually, what I think you could do is you could.
Excuse me.
So you have two options for hacking. You could either have Lena Like you could give Lena a boot, like an assistance, and then she would have like BC recon, or Lena can help Crosshair and he would have AD. I just realized that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter one way or the other to me, Lana. As long whatever gives us the highest, ability.
Yeah. Well, I think doing like probability of success of like a D10 and a D8, I think
Yeah, I
that's
agree.
better than a D12 and only a D6.
Yep. All right. So I guess Lena
Oh,
will roll
yes.
tech and then get a
Okay.
+1.
Great.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
All you.
Okay, so good news, you succeed
Oh
barely
god.
by the skin of your teeth. So
Oh god.
so
What happened? Why are you saying, oh god?
I got a splat,
you
man.
succeeded. What are you complaining about?
Yeah, you
Oh, there it
succeeded.
is.
The splat doesn't happen unless you push,
Yeah.
or you get 2
Great.
splats.
Okay. Okay, I wasn't sure about
Yeah,
that. My apologies
if you
for that.
succeed, the splat doesn't matter.
Oh,
Um,
so in other words, this is a fantastic roll.
yeah, you succeeded. You
Yes.
disabled the gun.
Congratulations, Lena.
So,
I was freaking out
Alright,
for no reason. My apologies.
Yeah,
all
I
right.
saw that too. I
so
was like, oh fuck.
so Tobias is like, oh look at that. I guess nobody needs a PhD to hack into this system.
Like I said, they
Yeah,
resurrected Windows Vista.
Exactly. These guys are.
definitely.
It's good that you defected to our side because these guys know what they're doing when it comes to
Okay.
technology.
Yes.
So is it, just want to make sure. How easy is it to bring this damn thing back online? Or
Um.
did we
Good.
wreck some of the programs?
I would say that the AA gun. I might. I don't know. I would have them like they might have to do like a sensor. Like if they notice that it's like not responding, then they'll investigate it or something. But for now,
You deleted the NTOS kernel.exe.
I mean, once we take both offline via hacking, we could always, still blow them up just to like double
Right.
double down on make sure they can't use them. Just a suggestion.
Yep.
Not saying we do
Just
that,
making
but
sure.
yeah.
Yes, you are correct.
Okay. Well, indeed.
Well, let's head on over to the other one, I guess.
Yep. Sounds good to me. Yep. Oh, hi, Luke. Meow.
I'll just move
Hi,
okay.
Mark.
That's my cat. Who's yelling loudly at me.
Wait,
It's like I must announce my presence, or else we know I'm here.
Plus, you know of my existence.
Oh, believe me, he will never let me forget it.
He's like, aha, yes, I am here.
The cat. Okay.
Great, we make our way over, and I'm guessing another tech roll to hack this one as well, Cody.
Yep. Same dice pool.
Great.
Oh, there you go.
Oh!
Very
Awesome.
good.
Oh, what happened?
2 successes.
Nice.
Shit, what did you get? Like, what were you trying to do?
Doesn't
So-
matter. It was 2 successes.
No, but I want to know, like, what are we succeeding?
I
Shutting
was
down the
hacking
AA
the other
gun.
tower.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
So now we can use the claymores to blow up 2 towers. That'll be 8 guards less. Ha.
Oh, you're using the towers to blow up the guards?
The ones with the guards in them.
Oh no, I was saying those guard towers. I thought you were talking about the AA guns earlier. I was saying the guard towers.
No.
Those aren't towers. Those are bunkers.
Oh, bunkers. Okay. Well, we throw in. Wait, didn't we accomplish the goal?
You accomplish part of your goal. You shut off the AA gun. So basically, what this means now is, so long as they don't reactivate them, you have close air support available.
Great.
So basically, your close air support, what you can do is you can use it to uh, take out enemy targets on the surface level. You cannot use it to take out the sub level.
Oh, it would be handy if we could take out that gigantic walker.
Could use the we could use the air support to do that.
Yeah, exactly my point.
Definitely.
Okay.
Support for the win.
Okay,
So we're to destroy this base essentially. Is that the
yeah, your
plan as of
overall
now?
goal is to blow up this base. Your secondary goal, like an optional goal, if you want close air support, is to take out the AA gun, the AA emplacements.
Which we did.
Right.
Yes. So
Awesome.
you do have close air support as an option now. But obviously, if you call it in, the base is going to be on high alert.
What knows us though?
Hmm. A little bit of a meta question. How long will it take for the sub-level reinforcements to come up to the surface level?
I mean, it took Riley about like no more than a minute to go down there, so it'd probably take them like 2 minutes to get up and get to you.
You could
Okay.
always just destroy the elevator to trap them there.
I was about to say, would we maybe want to go like to underground where they have like the control center to try and deal with that as well, or no?
Well, the question is, the thing is that you guys don't know about that. Riley is the only one who does.
Right.
So the question I have for Riley is, are you going to take a break from scouting and report this to the rest of the squad?
No.
Okay.
No. He just says no. No.
I'm not gonna report it until I scouted the whole area. I'm not gonna be like sending comms
Okay.
down there.
Alright.
To me, I think I'm down too far. I'm in a bunker. There's probably not too great comms down here.
I mean, you did get a message from me, so you
Yeah. We
can.
established that there would be good comm traffic here. And they obviously need to
Okay.
be able to communicate, topside more efficiently. So I'll just say through some scientific shit that, yeah. So we'll focus back, now that the guns are down, we'll focus on Riley for the rest of his scouting patrol. So you get here, this is the command center. There are two guards guarding it who, they look over to you. They don't really say or do anything. But they notice you approaching. Do you try to go past them or do you talk to them?
I go, hey, how's it going? I'm Howard. Just got here. Getting the lay of the land.
And
I should say I'm Corporal. Corporal Howard. Or was I a corporal? Or was I a
uh,
private?
you are a corporal in the IMC. It wasn't established what rank you are as a merc. We could say for convenience that you're a corporal, but
Okay. I'm Corporal Howard.
okay. And so yeah, there are two guys. There's one Italian named Vitarelli, and then there's another one named Smith.
Vitarelli and Smith.
Sorry.
So the Italian introduces himself as Vitarelli, and then the other guy is North American accent and introduces himself as Smith. So they're saying like, yeah, well we're currently guarding command operations, like the operations center. This is our posting, and yeah, and we're unless you're authorized to enter, we cannot allow anybody else to enter.
Alrighty. So I will. I think that's everything, isn't it?
Yeah. The only things you haven't checked are the armory because it's locked, the bathroom, and then the officers' quarters. But yeah, you have, well, and whatever is here and here. Um, but overall, yes.
All right. I'm gonna ask them. Hey, who do we talk to about requisition gear?
Um, he mentions that you would have to put in a request that would be filled by, like, that would be overviewed by our commander. So, like, basically, like, he's saying, like, send a requisition form to Commander Hammond, and then he will see about, getting you, like, seeing if we can allocate whatever you are looking for. But the mercs do say that the expectation that we usually have is that we, BYOB, bring your own bullets.
I pretty much used all our bullets in the last fight just to get here.
So they say, like, well, I mean, look, Howard, we're not in charge of requisitions, so all I can tell you is you gotta, fill out a form and then send that to the commander.
All right, they tell me where to go. Is there like a computer or something?
Well, I mean, you would probably have like some sort of data pad, or there could be like a terminal you could access in like the barracks or something. So you
Okay.
do have like options. You can't necessarily speak to him directly because you don't know where he is. Um, Actually, you do because they did mention that he was in the command operations.
Yeah.
But yeah, due to the importance of that area, that regular marks aren't allowed there unless it's like a crisis situation.
Okay. So I'll go back to I'll go over to the computer.
Okay. So you fill out a requisition form, I take it?
Yeah.
All right, persuasion.
Hey, at least I didn't splat. It won't matter. We're not going to be here for the requisition form anyway.
I know. I'm just saying that you could potentially have actually convinced him. Um, but I wanted to give you that option because I feel like, persuasion. I mean, yeah, I know you suck at persuasion, but it does, like, that would realistically be the thing. But anyway, so you've scouted
So
out
I
the.
watch how that works because now I'm going to use a tech roll and actually hack myself to get permission to go in there.
Well, the problem is that, like, you basically have to, email the commander, fill out a requisition form, and then, he will approve it, and then, send somebody to get you the gear. But it requires, like, it requires approval from the commander directly, and
All right.
that's kind
Is
of
there
thing has
anything
like
I
a
can
digital
hack in this
signature.
thing?
In this computer, I would say, due to the high security, you'd be at tech roll at like -2 to try to hack into these systems because, again, this is a very fortified installation. So you could do tech at -2 if you want, and then see what you could possibly get from it.
ED. Do I feel like... fuck it. Why not? I feel lucky.
Oh God, you say that now.
Yeah, that's how lucky I am.
He signs it with his actual name as opposed to. Yeah, he signs it with his actual name
Last
as
roll
opposed
was
to.
2-1, so I was figuring I was due for a better roll, but no, it didn't happen.
Nope. Nope.
Alrighty, so what kind of trouble am I in now?
Oh my God, you're like the guy that sits right next to me. He sits behind the computer, and all of a sudden, just there's white noise on the screen. That's what happens.
Yeah, well,
Pretty much, I get up when I realize that it's bad, and I just punch the machine. Just get pissed off at it.
yeah, well, these guards, they hear beep, 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 like security going off, and then like you punching the computer out of frustration, and then they approach you, like, hey, what's going on over here?
I'm trying to request the goddamn ammo, but this stupid computer won't do what I want it to do. So fuck it. Somebody comes, I'll just smile at him and say, "Oh, sorry, I got no ammo. Come on in." A stupid base.
And then the guards are saying like, watch what you're saying that. Like it's like, do you want the major to hear about it? Do you want to get fucking like I don't even know.
Oh no, I'm just mad. I hate technology. Do you want a persuasion?
That is so the guy right next to me.
Since you asked, I want to see how this goes. Yes.
Not a fail, but not a success. Not a craziness, but
So they make a note of this, and like you can tell they're kind of looking at each other, and they leave the room.
all right. Well, I'll head upstairs. Unless anybody stops me.
No, and also, I mean, the guys that were there, I didn't move them, but they would just like
Okay.
have still been on patrol. So you head upstairs. Oh my god. Okay, so up at the top, you head up the elevator, and what has the rest of the team been doing in this time? Like, you disable the AA guns. What do you do next?
Not stand around and cheer. Hey, how we disabled it, guys? Yeah,
No, it
that's
was.
not gonna happen.
Yeah, no, you got full on
We
core.
disabled
I
the
did
gun,
it! I
guys.
did it!
Hey, hooray!
Happy.
Boop, hooray! Boop, hooray!
Or no, I got a gift for this. Now like the hold on, where is it? Yeah, like everybody out here like is just basically like cheering and like fist pumping and stuff, and then like the separate soldiers come out of the bunker like, what are you guys so worked up about?
Oh, nothing at all. It's
Wife just had a kid.
What? Okay.
I mean,
Sure.
that's something to be super excited about. You know, having your first kid. Come on.
Yeah, and I'm excited because it was with me.
I don't think so, pal.
The plot thickens.
The blood thickens. Oh, how the turns table.
That was
I'm
not the
sorry.
only thing. That was not the only thing thickening.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
my heart.
Oh my lord. So, um, before the love in the air thickens, do you guys actually move on, or?
Yeah. So I think we should throw a a claymore in this bunker and this bunker.
And hold on, I was stepped away from my computer. Can you ping again, please?
This one and here, using this one.
Well, you only have one claymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought we had two.
You have two grenades, but you only have one claymore.
Okay. Well, fine. One claymore in here and grenades in here. Because apparently it's really difficult to get ammo around here.
Apparently.
Can we set the grenades on a tripwire?
Yes, but I mean to jury rig that would be like setting a mine would be tech. What an amazing coincidence! You guys leave both your technicians behind, and this is the session where you need to do the most tech rolls.
Fucking A.
That's why I laughed earlier.
That they're not here.
Could I ask a question?
Sure.
No.
Well, screw you, because I'm going to ask it
Or,
anyway. But when we drove through, where were the gate controls?
You did not see gate controls like at like a panel outside. They were supposedly open from the inside.
Inside the bunker.
Yes.
Okay.
Like inside the facility somewhere.
That's going to be
Spaghetti.
problematic if we leave, and I think I would bring that up to the team at some point. Jace is just thinking about evac. If we're going to start blowing open bunkers with grenades and claymores, we may want to consider how we're going to get out of here once the shooting does start.
It's a good idea. So what we could do is make sure Riley went downstairs so we could ask him to get out, or we can just blow open the gate with the IFV. But I doubt that's a good option. A third possible option could be to have the dropship pick us up, but I doubt that's also a good option.
You
So
don't
the
have a
best course of
dropship.
action would be. Oh fuck. Well, I'm referring to the air support, but that's what I was saying. That's probably not a good option either, due to many factors. So we're probably gonna have to see if Riley can, open the gate. Find a way to open the gate, or I don't know, fucking hack it. I don't know. If it's automated, we could, in theory, hack it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's what I say. Why'd it get so quiet?
Yeah, I agree with you. Let's, keep rolling the dice on tech rolls. This is, I can't, nothing can be stopped.
Don't jinx yourself. I feel like I said this every time like I play with anybody, but as
I,
soon as you guys are getting confident, you guys get shot down immediately.
yeah, yeah, knock on wood, just
Please do.
wooden death.
Well,
Just-
you
Please knock on
guys,
wood.
you guys are a lot more experienced than I am. I just, I'm a little worried about where we're gonna find, because we don't even know where the controls to the gate are or how deep that bunker goes. So, if we're gonna start blowing stuff up here, we need to have an escape plan for sure. Otherwise, we're in a giant tin can as bullets are going off. Can our
Exactly.
cast? I
Good
mean,
idea.
our cast can do some of the heavy lifting, surely, but I don't want to rely solely on cast. You know what I mean? There's no cover out here.
Well, I mean, you do have the AA gun towers and then the vehicles. Remember
We
that,
could
of
theoretically
course, like you do have two sources of aid outside. You have your IFV and all the people in it, and then you have your gunship.
we could have the gunship blow open the gate. Start coming in. They'll blow up the walker and the gate, and then just start doing their own thing. The possibility.
Yeah, I think before we start blowing stuff up there, boss, we may want to call in the QRF, but you know, I'm
Yeah.
just a big
Before
fan.
that, though, you're coming up with good ideas. Before that, though, I want Riley to come up, and then we can blow. Like we can essentially just take out the elevator, so the people downstairs are trapped.
But you do realize that, I mean, unbeknownst to you and knownst to Riley, that the reactor to the base is down there, and if you blow it up, if you blow up the elevators, you won't be able to get to it.
I mean, we can always just rig it to explode, then just blow up the elevator so the downstairs
I know,
people
but
can't
you
come
have
up.
to get down there and then destroy it and
Riley's
then
already
blow.
downstairs.
I know, but he doesn't. Do you want him to fight all those people alone?
No, I'm saying that we could just meet up with him, and then we'd have more people, and then we can always just come up together.
Okay, well, what you were saying wasn't exactly clear, so I was trying to make sense of it all.
Well, yeah, I was trying to specify.
Okay.
Am I up yet?
What do you mean? Oh, up the elevator?
Actually,
Yeah.
Okay. So when I get up there, I'm gonna calm. Hey, where you guys at?
we're outside. Though you might want to stay in the elevator. We're probably gonna go back downstairs.
Well, let me report and let me tell you what we got. If we
Yeah.
start,
Gotcha.
you guys have no clue what's down there.
Maybe we've moved to like here or like somewhere to like talk.
Just
There's a guy
let's
right
just go.
here.
Oh,
Let's just go back to
yeah.
the
Let's
same spot that we were before.
let's go there. Here we go.
Where are camera? Cody, where are cameras?
That's a good question. I didn't really. I would say let me draw some lines. Do I have a line tool? Yes, I do. So maybe like a camera, like watching the. Whoa, hold on. How do I? Oh, nope. How the hell do I do that? The polyline tool sucks.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
So give me a
Plan B,
second.
freehand. So yeah, there'd be like a camera like here, like mainly at the corners, like kind of, watching major entrances. Oh, oops. Like that kind of, that makes sense to me.
Okay.
So
I'm
Okay.
assuming we're in a blind
yeah, you're
spot.
in a blind spot,
All
Great.
right.
or at least even if you're talking, they're not gonna hear you.
Okay. So
Unless we
I'll
start
report.
screaming at the top of our lungs.
Yeah, exactly.
I hand you your medicine and said, "Here, I got some replacements for what I used."
Oh, well,
Um,
thank you.
so they got a fully stocked um, med room with a uh, what the hell are they called?
Nurse or like a corpsman.
Corpsman. That's the word I was looking for. They got a repair room. They've got a central barracks that's open to pretty much all the hallways. They've got a cafeteria. They've got a locked armory. And then in the one hallway, they've got 2 guards guarding the power room and 2 guards guarding the command room. I wasn't able to get into each one of them, but our guys are guarding them. Tobias, what's our schedule for guarding? When are we supposed to be guarding and where?
He's
Um,
AFK at the moment.
oh, he is. Well, I'll answer
'Cause-
as him because I mean I know this and I
okay,
wasn't really able to say it. So he would tell you that the like the morning and afternoon you would be patrolling outside, and then on the evening you'd be brought inside. By this point, if you want to have time skipped it because a lot has been going on, if you want, we can make it convenient. Say you're in the evening, if you guys all
okay,
want,
that's fine.
because you did actually show up in the afternoon, so it makes sense to me. Um,
Yeah, I agree.
okay, so you yeah, so you would be like this would be about the time that you would be allowed to report inside. So you may do that. Drag chef
What was the
and
room
Assuming we're
that he
like,
went in, and which commander did he talk to?
who Tobias?
Hmm.
He went here.
Right. What was that room?
That room was sort of like an office for reporting in for like new transfers to report in.
Okay.
Like that's like it's that and sort of like external operations.
And it was just 2 guards and the
And
one
an
guy, right?
officer, yeah.
Shalom. I'm back.
Okay.
hello.
Shalom.
And Cody, on the underground, where were the cameras in the main hallway where where the power and the command room is?
The cameras would be in the corners behind the two mercs, the man and the woman. They would be, hold on, major all line. Like so, basically these cameras would cover. What the fuck? Be covering down like this hallway. Oops. Okay, kind of draw a straight line for once. There, and then there. Cameras would be covering there, and then like here, where they would be doing like that. Like they cover like they're on corners and they cover the hallways. So like there would be a camera that would
So
like
there's a camera here, right?
yeah,
So
there's
it's
a
here and here.
yes. They crisscross over the mercenaries.
And was there any cameras over here?
Uh, I would. Yeah, there would probably have been a camera like positioned above the door. So I'll draw a line there. Oh no, not the fucking polyline. God damn it! All right, all right.
Okay.
So yeah, it's camera positioned above the door, overlooking the mercs.
And how many times did the roaming guards pass me as I was walking around?
So you were first met them here. I would say they were probably rotating counterclockwise, so you probably would have passed them twice.
So about
So
every 5 minutes they're walking around.
yeah. Oops. God damn it. All right. So, what would you guys like to do?
So I believe we're going to head inside. Just now we can't because it's like the
Yeah,
later show.
it's your turn to do so basically.
Great.
Just deselect Riley, and then I'll copy these tokens.
So what do you guys think? I think we need to take out the command room and the power room. That's got to be. We got one roaming patrol. But if we wait for nighttime, there's probably not going to be anybody in the like the repair or the food area because everybody will be sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to figure out the best way to hit both of these.
Any suggestions from the group?
What was that? Sorry, I have like background noise.
I was saying any suggestions from everybody else as to what, because Tom was speculating like what do we do about like hitting both at the same time, or does anybody have any plans to the contrary, like just hit one or something?
Hmm.
The other option I'm thinking is if we hit the officers' room and we take them out quickly, then we might have IDs and might be able to get into places quicker than trying to hack doors into.
True. Then
That
I
is
mean,
very true.
assuming we can't do it
Yeah.
quietly, though, we're still going to be fighting our way through a bunch of people anyway.
Well, what I'm
Yeah.
thinking of is if we go into the med room, we take out the corpsman quietly. Then we get some meds and shots. Then I infiltrate into the officer's room and I just start sticking people. How many's in there? The major, the commander, whoever. We put them to sleep.
Mhm.
Then try to do it quietly. I don't think there's a lot of officers. There's maybe four, probably in a base this big, and one will be on shift. So three in there. I don't know why they have such a big room, but
Well, I'd be happy to help you with the Corman situation. I'm pretty decent up close. I could maybe get in there and neutralize him quickly.
Yep. Most are pretty good up close.
If someone could go with me who knows meds, we can make sure I find the right stuff. Get it to you.
Yep, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. I'm pretty good at close too. Yeah, no, I'm really good at close actually. I forgot about that.
All right. So what are you guys? So are you planning to hit the corpsman first?
Yes.
Okay.
To get the drugs, so then we can hit the officers' room, and just stick the meds right in them while they're sleeping. We'll do this in the middle of the night.
Yes. Yes.
What the fuck?
Hey, dude,
Gonna kill.
this is fun. This is the shit that I like. Figuring out how am
Yeah.
I gonna do this without you put all this stuff in. And I was like, there's no way to there's no blind spots. You didn't leave a blind spot up there, so I'm like, there's nothing up there. And the problem is we could take out the guards, but then we got to fight to get through the doors, and
You can
we
also
don't have
hack the camera.
hackers.
Oh well, I mean,
It's
yeah,
gonna be
sure.
hard
It's gonna
because
be
they're
hard.
they're covering each other. So if anybody's even paying attention a little bit,
Yeah, and we're not hacking the cameras without reaching the ops center.
right? And that's
Yeah.
why I'm thinking we hit the op center and take out all four of the merc guards at one time. Bam.
Yeah.
And then we get into the command center and take that over. And then we have to just fight our way out.
Very true. Very true.
I think, if I may, I'd like to suggest that we call in Cass once we take over the CIC because, we're gonna need to keep these guards on the walls pretty busy on our way out. We don't want to be dogpiled down there.
Now here's another suggestion that in the bunkhouse, because there's going to be a bunch of people sleeping, that might be a good spot to put our um our bomb.
Yeah, if somebody could put it on the door with a tripwire, we could easily wipe out most of the people coming out to respond to the threat.
Oh my god. Yeah, so I should mention that it's kind of hard to see, but there are doors here and here.
This is the greatest plan.
Uh,
Okay, so what's our order of operations here? Because we're doing a lot of talking, but we don't have a lot of things lined up. Their chief. I assume
So
you
we're
want
gonna take
someone
out
to.
the medic first.
Yeah, I know that, but we want someone to be up here putting a claymore down. I assume we don't want to just leave that for the whole time, so we want to do that as close to when we're taking over the CIC as possible, right? So do we do that before we all go down, or do we leave someone up here to do it after a certain time has passed? How do we want to play this?
No, we're all in here. So we're going to do this in the middle of the night. So I can't move everybody. I'm not the GM. Sorry. So we all move in
Yeah,
and we're
no.
faking sleeping. Okay. So we do it from here. So whoever's going after the medic, they're the only ones that move. They go take out the medic quietly, and then they come back in. Then,
Yes.
shit, we can't trap the door because the roaming patrol will trigger it, won't they?
Yeah, that's
Cody,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
can we radio? Can we set up a radio detonation that when we send out a frequency that we blow the bomb?
Yeah,
Is
I
it
mean, I'm
more
gonna make them roll to possibly notice it, but you could, you could have it remote detonated.
If we're going to
Okay.
use a remote detonator, I could suggest to you that we put it inside the room on the other side of the door because we want it to be facing the enemy. It's a claymore, not a high explosive bomb,
Yeah, it's
right?
directional.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
was thinking putting it like here and having it just blow the whole room while they're sleeping. I mean,
Jesus.
once we start shooting to the
Why
north, we
why
blow
would
it.
so if I may, if they're sleeping, you can knife them in their sleep all you want.
I don't mind
Maybe if
doing
the
that.
You know,
Super
there's this
butler.
old game I heard about from a couple hundred years ago called Skyrim, and I heard you could do that in there back in the day. 21st century civilians used to think that that was actually possible.
The problem is there's probably 15 other dudes because if you think about it, up top there's 4 in each tower, right?
Yeah, the mercenaries outside.
Yeah. So there's
That
probably 20 people going to be sleeping in there. There's no way we're going to stab 20 people quietly.
right. But I'm all for the Claymore and a remote detonation. I was just thinking if you wanted to keep it out of line of sight, we didn't have to put it directly where someone would step on it. In that case, we would have
Oh
the
no, no, no!
advantage
I'm
of
not
getting
putting
away.
it out. I'm figuring there's stuff on that wall. There's
Okay.
beds and I mean there's whatever side of the whatever wall has beds, we cover it. We set it up there,
Okay. Yeah, maximum
Good idea.
maximum carnage, I agree.
and
Um
Yes.
we put it behind a like a backpack or something because that ain't gonna stop anything. But
Yeah.
you won't see it in line of sight.
so after the med bay, after the sick bay, our primary target is
The
Let's go
officers,
to the, yeah,
which is
yeah,
up
the
here,
officers.
okay, got that. And then we move directly to the CIC.
correct. Yep.
Okay. Can I ask, just so we're all clear, because when shit hits the fan, we're going to be moving pretty quick. Um, at what point are we calling in Cass to keep the guys busy upstairs?
That's kind of a question, Cody. How do we have to, how can we communicate with her? How far away is she?
Um, I'll sort of Deus Ex Machina this, like, say if you guys wanted to say, okay, we've reached the Atlas grid, can you be on standby in the area? Then she'll be like, yeah. So if you want to do that, we can say
Yeah.
she'll be on standby in the hex. So basically, it'll take her like no time at all to fly in and do a bombing run.
Yep, that's perfect.
And I
Great.
mean, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy and bring this up because I apologize, but I think Jace is probably a little nervous. He's just a grunt, so he's talking to some officers here. But uh, you know, I just want to say, guys, I would also maybe say that we could call our QRF in at the same time that we call in Cass. That way, we've got an evac because I don't think
That's
that
the
Humvee
idea.
is gonna make it through
Yeah,
rockets
that
and
makes
LMGs.
sense.
That's usually the idea of how we do things here.
And I suggest our Q our outside forces do not come up the road. That they spend time and come around the backside and
Mm.
attack from the backside where there's only machine gun nests, not AT rockets,
Good idea.
and they can take out
Oh,
the turrets in the back and work and then fight with the and then take out the walker.
Well, the
And
question is for targets.
hopefully we could get in.
I'm writing this down. What? So first, the gunship. What do you want that to target?
I'm
Walker.
gonna be honest. If we let the QRF come up the road, there's no reason the bomber can't take out those two towers right next to each other that have the primary anti-vehicle ordnance. And then that would enable the IFV and the QRF to burst through the gate that we aren't sure we can open and help evac us.
I think it's his primary target needs to be the walker.
Okay.
Then
That's
he
the
could
idea.
then she could take out the front two towers. And then third would
After
be the gate.
yeah, after all that's done, then we can call in the IFE and everything else to come swoop in.
Just keep in mind that with a gunship, you might not necessarily get 3 passes, depending on how fast they get air support in.
Right, and that's why I gave it in the priority.
Yeah.
And then our forces would be coming in from the top of the map
Okay.
on the side of the 2 machine gun nests, and they could 30 millimeter those or whatever millimeters I think we're 30
Yeah, it's the 30
millimeters.
mil.
Yeah, and he could pound away on them as they're coming in.
If anything, too, if they destroy the bunkers and they're like wide open, we can just leave from the bunkers. I mean, they're already gonna be
Yep.
opened up.
Well, I'm
We need to use
hoping
the
when
gate.
we're in the control room, we can open up the gate. That's an
Yeah,
option.
the reason why I'm saying that is because it gives us other means of escape in case one thing's blocked off.
Yep.
If it's coming from the front where the bunkers are and it destroys the bunkers should be basically wide open, and then we can leave from the bunkers and we don't have to go all the way wrapping around, which gives them more time to actually catch us.
Yep.
Could always open the gate like whatever reason in case we need to escape too, but can have multiple escape options in case things go wrong.
Yep. But you guys like that? I mean, it's the leader's room is going to be the challenge. If we can do that quietly, then we're in good shape. And we have a lot of close fighters, right? I've heard 2
Yes.
people say they're good at close, right?
My character has martial artist, and he's really good with a knife and really good at close combat. So
All right, good. I'm BC, not as good as my other scout guy, but he's
I'm
not bad.
AB.
Yeah.
So am I
You
to
just
gather that
really
Chef is going after the corpsman?
uh sure. I mean, I could go.
And then um our medic was going, right?
Yeah, because I'll go to get the medical supplies that are there.
Okay. I'm also assuming that you guys are having this conversation while you're here, not in the barracks.
Correct. Outside.
Yeah, outside the room. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
Lena and Chef go here. You enter the. Well, hold on? Are you gonna just walk in, or what's your plan?
Well, I can have Lena walk in, distract her, and then just fucking stab her in the back. I mean, she's a
Jesus
medic too.
Christ.
It makes sense for her to go in there.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, keep in mind that
And
she
she's
she
a
is a
medic.
medic, but she is disguised as a mercenary. So
I mean, mercenaries can have people who are medics too. I mean,
I know. But I'm telling you that she was not like dressed as a medic mercenary.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, she would obviously show that she has knowledge of
Okay.
medicine, and this medic would be like, "Oh, okay." And then this mercenary is also a medic. It's
All right. So are you so you're just walking in then?
Um, yes,
Okay.
I'll say like I'll go like here, so I have like their attention on me, and I guess I'll just say you know, how's it going? You're the corpsman in charge here.
Yeah, she
I take it.
turns. Yeah, she turns around. The medic is saying, "Yes, that is right," and she's saying that in Spanish because these guys are all Piranha Regiment, like Venezuelan soldiers. So she says in Spanish that's correct. I am the Atlas arrays or like the Atlas headquarters. Primary uh, medic, and also and because I see Ohio Jones saying it in the chat that she is currently facing this way. Like, because she was standing kind of towards the far end of the room, and she's currently facing Lena this way.
so
I
I'm
want to
saying. Like,
point out I can't speak Spanish, so I'm just standing here like,
Oh,
mm-hmm.
oh, that,
uh,
yeah, I guess you guys should have
you
thought of that ahead of time.
Yeah,
you could have
'cause
mentioned that.
I
Forgot
admit that like when we were going into the compound that I can't speak Spanish, and
I forgot that. That was like an hour or two ago.
Yeah, you
I mean,
two
I can
should
always
just
just
go
walk.
in together.
I was just if that's the case, I'm just gonna walk in and be like, Spanish, say, "Oh, sorry, translating for my friend here."
So she turns and she faces you, so now her focus is kind of like leaning towards Chef, but kind of in the middle. Um, She's looking at you and saying, "What are you two doing in here so late, if I may ask?" And she's again asking in Spanish.
Well, my friend here, or my he wanted to come and kind of discuss some medical practice, and I don't know really. I'm not like the expert, but I'm the one that speaks Spanish. I translate, so
Um, the medic says so you I'm a bit confused why you are wanting to have this conversation in the middle of the night, especially when
so
uh my shift is nearing
that's
its
not a question
end.
for me.
Yeah.
What?
Uh,
Oh,
I'll
sorry.
say to
Saying that that's not a question for me. That's a question for her.
Well, she's
I'll
saying I'm asking you because you two are. I'm saying why are you here when it is so late and you do not need medical care?
actually
Stab her already.
here's this. I'll say this to Tobias in English so he can translate for the medic. I'll say, um, one of the members of one of our team members who arrived with us, he's having some complications from an injury he received when we were waylaid, and I came to get additional like medical supplies to treat him like in the room because he cannot be moved.
And then
Well,
translate this.
okay. Translate what? Oh, what she
Well, I
just said?
translate exactly what you said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then the medic is saying, well, then I guess I should go investigate her myself, or investigate the injured myself.
And at that point, as soon as she walks past me and starts to go over the door, I'm gonna ready action to grab her by the neck and slit her throat.
Oh my god. Okay,
Sweet
so let's
mother.
do. I think that should be an opposed roll, or like a
Go
recon
ahead. I
roll.
mean,
So she's going to be doing a passive recon roll, and you are going to be doing recon roll.
go ahead.
Well, actually, because you two are together, it'd be the lowest recon of the two of you.
Oh
That
no.
is what I was worried about.
Well,
Oh, what is your recon?
Well,
Cody, I
it's
would
not
say
bad. It's
that
BB.
they're not trying to hide. It's Tobias triggering it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's
The
also the fact that I
surprise.
ready an action for her to walk past me. It's basically like waiting for her to walk past me, then I just grab her out of nowhere.
well, all right, then do recon to see if she like hears you like moving towards her or something. I just want to see if
I mean,
there's.
I'm not. If it's hard to explain it, but like it's not me like really moving as much as more so waiting for her to get into my range. I wouldn't really be moving. I'd just be like,
Well,
"Oh,
I'm trying to
you're
mainly give her a
close enough
chance to
now."
possibly react.
Right. Yeah, I agree with. You should still do your
Yeah,
recon roll against her.
I
But
know. I'm
Yeah.
saying like I'm just trying to make it like as clear as possible is what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, I
What?
know what you're doing. I'm just saying there's a chance that it might. Oh god.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. I'm gonna push that because fuck it. There's like no chance.
I was gonna say what could be happening is that we
Yeah.
both move toward her to like pull her back into the room, if that makes sense. Be doing it
No,
together.
because then it complicates things because then you'd have to roll recon as well.
Yeah.
Or you would be the one ending up rolling recon, and so there you go.
So she spots you like so you put a hand on her, and the thing is that she turns around like lightning fast and is like shocked and shouts, "What the hell are you doing?"
Uh, well, I mean, at this point she's already in range. I'm just gonna, do my business.
Well, hold on. Let's initiative 1v1. Or well, do you want to do 1v1 or do you want Lena involved?
I mean, Lena can be involved, but I'd like to go first and have her as a backup.
Okay.
Hmm.
Do you consent to that, Lena?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh, look at that. Ohio Jones goes first.
Well, cool beans. Well, see, well, I'm gonna do exactly as I said. I'm gonna cover her mouth and slit her throat. It's not gonna stop me.
All right, close combat.
Remember.
And she's
Okay.
going to block with an opposed close combat. This is established
Go
as I
ahead.
found out in what we call. Oh my. Okay. Where is her thing? Close combat. Nope.
It's too bad.
So yeah, you stab her in the heart. Um, and yeah, she she drops down. I'm assuming you catch her.
Yes, I'm also covering her mouth so she doesn't make any noise.
All
Just,
right.
you know,
Well, the thing is, she did already shout.
well, that that was the issue. But still, I don't want to make her make any more noise than she needs to.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying she has already made noise, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that's the issue.
Oh dear.
This became very complicated once I learned you don't speak Spanish. The plan was for you to distract her, have her turn her back, and then me just come and just grab her by the neck and slit her throat. But no, you don't speak Spanish, and I forgot about that. Pretty sure everyone else did too, because no one else kind of thought about it.
You can still distract without having to speak Spanish. Just
Mhm.
tap her
Yeah,
on the
but
shoulder.
you can't really like
Well, you can't tap her on the
Yeah.
shoulder because the problem is that she was already facing
Mhm.
the
exactly.
door.
That's what I'm saying. Like she'd have to make like
Motion. I'm
an
just
actual
motioning
reasonable
wildly with
like.
my hands, trying to communicate something to this.
No,
Yeah,
you
it's
go
like
in
trying to
there
talk to a
acting
Performance.
like
Sims character.
you're choking, and you can't
Are you
talk when you're
choking? Are
choking.
you choking?
Yes. That way she would
It'd
have
be
been
like,
focused on you, and then bam.
though she probably would have seen me at the end of the day, probably would have said, "Oh my god," and then just it would have made
Yep.
things complicated. Either way, I mean, I did the best with what I had. I still killed
No,
her.
it was good.
I mean, it's like her not knowing the language is like trying to talk to a Sims character. It's just like bibbidi boppity bibbidi boo, like
What, talking to whose character?
a Sims character. You ever played The Sims? Their language, it's
Oh,
like
oh,
glorp, bibbidi boppity bibbidi boo, or whatever
okay,
the hell. I don't. That was a joke.
okay.
But
Well, I'm
like,
gonna say
she's
this
dead
much:
now,
as
so
you, so as you're like, there's, you're like carving her heart out, and that the door opens,
oh god.
and you hear guys go, "What's going on? What the fuck?"
Oh, fucking yay.
So yeah, they catch you with like you're the fucking nurse, like her eyes are rolling back in her head as the knife is embedded in her chest, and Tobias is holding her, looking towards the
You know
guards.
what? You know what? I'm just, the best way, of course, of action. I'm just gonna fucking. I look over to Luna and just put my hands up.
Uh,
There's
I'm
no
gonna
escaping
follow
the
that.
fact that I just stabbed something. Well, you don't have to. You weren't the one doing. Oh God, I'm the one that
Yeah,
has the blood on my hands. You're relatively fine.
I'll just step back away, like raising the hands, like I wasn't involved in this. Just,
I just put my hands up and I say, "Oh, you got me." What the
I'll
fuck
just
am I
pretend to
supposed to
be,
do?
I know.
I'll pretend to be deaf and mute over here. It's fine.
Yeah.
What the
I
fuck am I
mean,
supposed to do? I've been caught by like four guys with
Three,
guns. I
just
don't have
three.
anything.
I know.
Have
Three guys with
have,
guns.
have
Yeah.
I made it to the medical bay yet? Because I'm still walking
Oh,
down
I
the
didn't
hallway with
realize you
my
were
hand on
actually
my
serious
stomach.
about doing that.
Oh yeah, I'm huddled over, and I make it up to the guards, and I'm like, guys, excuse me, I gotta get to the doctor. My ass has a drop ship parked in it.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
So you come around the corner, so I'm gonna say uh like
Sorry.
oh my god. So one of the guards, I'll say, looks over to you, but the other two are still dead focused on Ohio Jones and fucking and Lena. Uh and so one of these guys is saying, "Not now. We just caught a traitor killing our doctor."
Oh no, that's horrible. Who's gonna help my ass? And I roll a grenade underneath their feet.
Oh
My
my
fucking god.
Oh my god. Okay, do your
Hey,
grenade roll.
can I push the guard in front of me, please?
I think you're still
Please.
holding the dead body, so
Yes, you're
you
holding a
have
body with
that.
a
Well, I can
knife in
use
her
that as.
heart.
Okay, thank God, because I'm gonna use that as a fucking human shield.
Oh my god.
I'm
Okay.
not into this stupid shit. Not today.
Okay, so
This
all
has
right,
gotten
Jace,
so
do
bad.
your well, do you have a grenade?
I assume so. We had talked about grenades being in the party inventory. I
Yeah,
was
well, I'll
assuming
give you
was
this
grabbing.
much, just so you can have a little bit of fun. I will say you have one grenade.
All right. Ranged
Fuck me.
combat, is that what this is?
Just click the grenade. Just click frag grenade, and then it'll automatically like calculate stuff. Like all you have to do is put any modifiers, which there would be none.
Okay, gotcha. Would
Grenades are
could
mobility based.
Yeah.
Could it be said, hypothetically, that the two guards under whom I'm rolling the grenade are distracted sufficiently that I would get a modifier bonus?
One of them is looking directly at you. He's going to see you throw that grenade.
Oh, okay. I was mainly trying to roll it under the other two, but that's fine.
I know, but
Big deal.
I'm saying he's in your way. So.
No biggie.
Oh God! All right.
Basically, it works.
So roll. What's the blast on a frag grenade? C or D?
C.
C. Okay. So roll 2d6/r space 2d6.
If it was C, I thought it was 2d8.
Oh yeah, 2d8. My bad. So I will delete that and then do 2d8.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, never fucking mind.
Another one.
Well, to be fair, one of those rolls that I made a second ago was a full 6, so
Yeah.
actually one of those would be enough.
I'll count that as a
Okay,
success
hold
in
on.
this game. What?
So have the 6 hit the guy in the hex next to him, because he would have to roll that for that guy. And now you owe Cody 2 more d8s
Yes.
because it targets each person.
Yes. That's the way I roll it. Good
Yep.
point.
Hmm.
So do /r 2d8 2 more times. Okay, so that one was
Oh,
a fail as
fucking God.
well. And that was, oh my God.
Oh my God!
Oh no.
So
What is, I didn't, wow, this is weird.
so
It's
My
why
first time
grenades
playing
suck.
this game. Sorry, guys.
Grenades
These are
suck.
fucking horrible in this game, I swear.
I hate grenades.
The
Grenades are
last
so
time I saw grenades happen, the person whiffed on the throw and then ended up with shrapnel in their ass because it
The
exploded.
most useful grenade so far in this game has been one that I accidentally threw the wrong way, but it ended up behind the group.
Yep.
It was better overall.
Yeah, back in the
That's the
prison.
only time a grenade has been useful in this fucking game.
And what sucks is they have armor, so it's a 2 damage plus 1 armor. So you wouldn't even hurt them.
Yeah, it's fuck.
That makes no logical sense, but okay.
Yeah, the grenades suck.
Grenades
I
are
hate
fucking horrible
grenades.
in this game.
I wish I
Yeah.
had known that. Sorry, guys. I tried.
Well,
You're
hey, you
fine.
tried.
I mean, it's a distraction. It's a distraction.
It's not your fault. It's just the game rules.
Yeah, so
Grenades suck.
I will say the good news for you, out of sympathy, is that they react more to the fact that you just threw a grenade at them than they do, Ohio Tobias with, shivving the fucking nurse. The bad news is now all of China knows you're here.
All of China knows I'm here. Yay. God, I'm gonna prepare to fucking.
So,
Well, that's no problem. China's a pretty far way away.
haha. Okay, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do another quick initiative here with these guys in the halls. Like, I'm not gonna do a massive like base wide thing because I think that would just kind of slow everybody down. I'll just do it like per thing. So let's see. You guys are already in the turn order, so I will hold on. Remove the nurse. And then reroll.
The nurse out of here.
Actually, hold on, I gotta reroll that. Reset initiative, roll. Okay, so it's actually Lena first, but oh wait, hold on, I forgot Jace. Sorry.
You gotta put the rest of the party in because we hear the explosion, so we would react at that point.
Well, but I'm saying like the thing is that you heard yeah, but what I'll do is that there were yeah, these guys were waking up and I should have marked them before. But if that was considered unfair, I'll remove them from this room.
No, they're there.
Okay, so
I figured there's 20 of them in there, so if you're only gonna put 3, I was like, okay.
okay, so I'll mark this guy as initiative, and then Riley has 2 initiative rolls because combat awareness, and then Crosshair. Okay, so this time.
We'll have to see the situation we're in.
Oh shit, wrong thing. Okay.
Oh my fucking god! I moved all the way down over here.
Okay, so Riley, I take it you want the one before Chef?
Yep, please.
Okay.
Of course, I'm lost. I was first, and now I'm last.
I mean, you could switch with somebody else if you want.
True.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
if anybody
switch
wants
with
to.
Crosshair.
Crosshair, do you want to switch with him?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Where are all these guards coming from?
Well, these guys
Well,
were
'cause
asleep in the room, and then these guys were on patrol in the halls nearby.
yeah, and they fucking saw me fucking stab the lady because the plan that we had basically got
Yeah.
thrown out the window.
And you.
And before you say anything, it was not my fault. I had to fucking improvise, and somehow
Wait,
fucking
aren't
guards are like, "Oh, look at me."
aren't you supposed to be the commander?
Yes.
Then it is
But
your
I'm
fault.
also the no, it is not.
Yeah, dude, management. It's always middle management's fault.
Yeah.
Middle
Maybe it
management,
wasn't
yeah.
your fault, but it was your responsibility.
A responsibility to clean up after somebody else's mess. Yes, that is what I did until these chuckle fucks decided to walk through the door.
Like,
Okay.
and,
Let's see
and where
what
did
you
they
do,
come
and you're all
from?
stupid.
Was that a
Where did they
reaction
come from?
to a splat or something?
No, these guys.
Well,
No, they were
So,
patrolling.
she screamed one little scream. To me,
well, here's what I did. So, remember that secret
Okay.
roll I did a
Oof.
couple minutes ago? I
Yes.
rolled a d2. One is heads, tails is 2, and I rolled a 1. And heads was that that there were guys nearby.
well, you should have counted the
Super.
rooms and rolled a dice and find out where they were at that scream, and then to give them a recon roll to see if they heard it with the distance modifier.
Well, those guys they were closest positioned. Like when I set out the encounter, like set out the current status of where
Okay, so
everybody
they
is.
were there. They didn't just come out of
Yeah, they didn't.
nowhere.
They didn't just come out of nowhere. They were
Okay.
So
nearby.
from what I'm
Okay.
seeing is that Riley, those are the guys you saw before while you were exploring, patrolling. So that's just their patrol route.
Oh yeah, that's the
Which is-
patrol route, but we probably would have waited and watched, know where their patrol is, and decided to go to medic when they were in the food area, not coming down the hallway. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I mean, that's not something I knew. Well, at least I didn't know these guys involved in game. I knew obviously out of game, but
I said there was
it's,
a roaming patrol, so
He did.
that's and
yeah, and I mean, we didn't know where they fucking were because they were invisible. So something we could have accounted for in
but
while we were
we're here
planning.
now, so we just go fight now
Exactly.
because
What I was gonna do was fucking so.
Well, first let's
Sure, I
address
have
the
a
thing.
gun.
Crosshair, do you want to switch with Tobias?
Yes. But I need to load my assault rifle apparently.
Oh, well, to do
Which
that,
one is that?
the
I
Spar
don't know how to
37.
do that.
So okay, so what you do is you see the Spar 37 gun towards the right side of your inventory. There's a pencil and paper icon.
Hold
So
on.
okay,
I'm in my gear.
okay.
Right
So
now.
in your gear, so you see the Spar 37.
Oh, I wasn't going to use that one. I was going to use the assault rifle. But I can use the spar rifle. Sure. No problem.
Yeah, the Spar is the
Oh,
one I'm talking about. So the
okay. I'll
Spar.
go for that.
Okay, well you
That-
click edit to load it. You click edit, and then actually I
Oh,
already loaded it for you. But there's a drop down
okay.
for magazine, and that's how you pick your magazine.
Okay. Well, I do need. Can I just? Okay. I will use that. All right.
Okay. So uh, well, I mean you guys have been in far worse odds before, so 15 bits. Okay.
I like those odds.
So okay, so Ohio Jones is currently he's holding a corpse with a knife in its heart. What do you do?
Pretty sure
Yeah,
it did go for her throat, but apparently
seriously?
it automatically went for her heart.
So can I tell him to hide here?
Um, you don't have a line of sight on him, so no.
What?
You don't have a line of
What
sight
do you mean?
because the
I'm
door's shut.
standing right here.
The door's shut. There's a door right there.
Right there.
You see that line? You have to kind of zoom in, but there is a line there that represents the door.
Yes.
There's one here, there's one here. So there are doors in here. That's just they're kind of hard to see with the coloration.
I am going to teach you how to use walls.
Hey,
yeah,
I know
right?
how to use walls, okay?
Yeah, apparently.
And doors.
And doors.
Yeah, there's the doors there.
Well,
All right, well,
is
going forward,
it
I'll be doing that
possible?
for my maps.
Can I, please? Can I walk over to the door, open it, and shoot?
It's not your
Is that
turn.
possible?
It's not your
It's not
turn.
your
If you
turn.
want to switch back with Tobias so you can do that, then yeah, but
You just asked me if I wanted to switch.
well,
Yeah,
yeah, because he
you
wanted to
were
go
on top.
first.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Because the thing is,
Got it.
he's in immediate danger. You're in the
okay.
barracks with
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, go.
So
I'm in immediate danger, but hopefully I become the danger, as Skylar, as Walter White says. Can I use my firearm in full auto, please?
you can switch to your firearm and then quick shot. Yes. Drop the
I mean,
corpse
yeah,
on
I'm
the
gonna full
floor and
auto.
then pull out your pulse
Drop
rifle.
your coffin.
Can I still use
Great
the
idea.
corpse as a shield? Can I still use the corpse as a shield?
Yes, but I would say you would probably take
Yes.
another negative modifier because you probably wouldn't necessarily be able to see as well or aim as
But
well with if you're
I'm
holding
trying
a
to go
corpse.
for. I'm not trying to go for accuracy. I'm going for kill everything with fire.
Okay, so I would say that would probably be so -2 for quick shot and then -1 for the fact that you're carrying a corpse.
It's fine with me. The fucking what's the ammo that the spore takes again?
The 8.8 by 39.
Okay, there you go.
And you should have 3 mags of it.
There you go. I was about to say, the fuck. All right. So -3 range. Okay. Why is that showing up as a modifier? It says the SPAR 37 electric pulse rifle +1. That's strange.
Very weird.
I get thankfully I only get a -2 because I have rifleman, and we're gonna go full send it, guys. All of you. Fuck all of you and everything you stand for.
So yeah,
my
and then I have the sound effect for it, which we could use for once.
Yes. I am full autoing. I'm like, ah!
Hold on, where
I'm gonna
is
use.
uh
I can try to use. I can try to just do this. Hold on. Give me a second. Fuck. But
oh, I see the
here.
5-minute warning that you posted, Patty. You're gonna have to head out.
Oh, it's just the game is scheduled to end at 2:20,
Oh,
so I had
well, I
kind of
mean,
planned for that.
oh, well, I mean, we can keep going a little longer if everybody wants. Otherwise, we could just wrap up this combat and then resume later.
Gotcha. Yeah, if I have to leave, you guys can play without me. That's no problem. I'm mainly here to assist. I thought maybe you didn't know, so I just thought I'd put it out there
Oh,
for convenience.
so, well, does everybody still want to play?
I'm
I
good.
mean,
got
I
nothing to
don't
do.
want to. Yeah, I don't want to end with me in combat, most likely going to die.
Marty, Emily, what do you think?
I'm fine with wrapping up this combat and then, ending for today.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll wrap up this little stint of combat and then we'll continue, later. Okay, so, Chef, are you going to use that extra hit on the ammo dice to crit, or are you going to use it to hit a second time?
Well, first let me see how much damage it does.
It's damage 2, crit 3.
Well, yeah, I guess I'll fucking
Crit.
do to crit somebody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of these guys just instantly dies. And the let's see, the rest of them have to do a coolness or fire roll. So nope.
Ooh.
So this squad, as bullets are flying through the hallway, they just hit the dirt. Hold on, I'll mark for the squad leader as suppressed. So this squad is suppressed. Next is this the squad that's in the room with Crosshair and Riley. So they just heard, and you guys heard, a barrage of pulse rifle fire. So they're going to get out of bed and they're going to move 1, 2, and that's their turn.
Well, the good news is that obviously they don't know.
Gotta love the image of Tobias holding up a dead corpse while full autoing a group of soldiers. Love that image. That's one for the books right there. Just,
Well,
ah!
well, this is like here's the thing with I just posted a GIF. This is probably Tobias, but instead of a mail slot, it's a fucking corpse. Once this GIF loads, you guys are gonna like this. This is what's going through my head with Tobias, but with a fucking corpse.
Oh yeah. I'd imagine. For me! I'm like Fives from Star Wars. This is after they try to like capture him. He's like, "Get away from me!"
Nice. Yeah, the less like Tobias, no, and then he gets shot. Um, so these guards they acted
Also,
Lena.
quick question. Before everything else, quick question: does the corpse give me any protection?
Uh, it would
I
reduce the
mean,
incoming damage a bit, but not by much.
to be,
I
no,
feel like I've
I don't
opened
want to
up a
get
can of
technical.
worms with using people as human shields.
If I want to get technical here, I'm pretty sure you could stop these. You know what? To be fair, yeah, never mind. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, especially where she doesn't have any armor, those bolts are going to just rip through her.
I mean, it depends. Yeah, they're like 390. Yeah, never fucking mind. I mean, regular ammunition though, they'd fucking take at least a few rounds. Ending.
Okay, so
Like this
anyway,
is fucking 390. It's like a
okay,
fucking soup can.
Lena, what would you like to do?
Um, so I was just measuring real fast to see if I'd be in range to hit the like this
Yeah,
group
no,
because
you can
I
hit
do
him.
have a frag grenade myself
Okay,
to try it.
but the door is closed.
Ah, I
Um,
forgot that.
yeah,
Um, hmm. Is the type that needs to be like physically opened, or is it one that's like
it's a sliding door, which I guess it makes sense that. Well, it could be either. I don't know. What do you guys think would be more convenient to you? Because keep in mind, what applies to you will apply to them. So do you want the doors to be automated, or do you want it to where you have to push a button to open the door?
I would think a push button. I mean, it's a secure facility, you know. I mean, if
Yep.
something happens and fire and all that, you don't want it to, you know.
Yep.
yeah. Then in that case, I'll just I can use I believe a fast action to aim and then my slow action to shoot. Correct?
Yep.
Great. Then I will definitely just probably aim at this
Well,
guy
but the door is
and
closed
oh
because
ah
we established that they are push buttons. So what you could do is, um, well, I mean, you have options. Let me pull up just for people who don't know, or you need a little bit of a refresh. Where are actions? Slow and fast actions. There we go. Show players. So just take a look at the chart, and then yeah, you might get some ideas. Are you pinging the door to like close it maybe, or
yeah. Let's be smart about this and like close the door
okay?
to our area.
Yeah, because I see Tom pinging the door, but he's muted. So
Yep.
Sorry,
So then
I forgot I was
I'll
muted. The damn dogs were barking.
I guess if it's possible move up here and shut the door
yeah,
and then
okay, that
you
would
know
be your turn.
just be
So
yeah just kind of be ready for when they like
okay,
eventually come in to like shoot.
okay,
Like
so
obviously I'm not readying or anything,
yeah,
but
but you've moved and you've closed the door. Okay, so you've bought yourselves a bit of time, and I'll also mark this lady as dead. Um, So, Jace, it's your turn. You are currently in the hall. You just threw a grenade. These guys,
Hmm.
one of them is dead, and the other two are down on the ground panicking.
Sounds good. I immediately run back the way I came into the barracks and shout to this squad up here. Uh, there are traitors in the hall. They just killed the corpsman.
Okay. Um, so yeah, you could do that. Shout a few words. I would say in this case, um, persuasion. Try to trick him.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
That is true. So the Crosshair brings up a good point.
What's that?
I saw what Crosshair said in the chat. He brought up a good point.
they've
That's
only
why
seen
I wanted.
Tobias, not Lena.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to surrender myself, not Lena. That's why I was like making sure, like, no, not you.
Master of Games, do I get any kind of modifier on this? Since we're in a
Um,
high fluid situation, they might be more likely to believe me since I'm also in their
there, yeah,
uniform.
there are social conflict modifiers. So you present your case very well as one of them. So yeah, that would be you would get a +1.
I'm
Go on,
also
I can
gonna
need.
I'm gonna push that. I don't know what that means or how to do it, but I'm gonna
Just click
click that
push,
push
and
button.
then
Okay.
because basically that re-rolls anything that wasn't a 1.
And you'll take a stun.
Oh, oh my God,
Oh,
Oops, no.
sweet Jesus.
two, two fucking double splats. Oh my God, you guys are on fire for the double splats today. Uh,
Right? It's crazy.
yes. Oh Lord.
Mm,
Okay, so Jace, so they, I would say they ignore you, like
That's fine.
whether deliberately or they're just too caught in the heat of the action. So this guy, these guys are suppressed. So next it's in this room with like these separatists have their backs turned to you and they don't know that you are traitors or that you're enemies of this guy's.
I'll aim and fire.
Okay. I had to mute him because I don't know if that's copyrighted. Tell me when it stops playing, please.
Seriously.
Hold on, what did he get? Oh my.
Okay, my rifle.
Okay, so you succeed. Did Tobias's music stop?
No, it's still
Oh
going.
my God. All right, well, just tell me when it ends, because I had to mute him because it, was playing and recording, So, okay, so yeah, but at least you get this sound effect as you're opening fire on these guys. So you do head, and then
Oh, there we go.
okay, what? It stopped.
No, I muted him too.
Okay. All right, so this guy uh takes 1 damage. Like he takes like the shots ding his helmet, and now this group has to do coolness or fire because one of their members just got shot in the head, not fatally, but nope, they hit the dirt too. So
Dear
if
God.
you want, the what I'll say is the guys in the uh barracks, you could like coup de grace 'em with knives or just shoot them or whatever you want to do. Um, and the guys in the hallway will address that next time. But is that what you guys want to do with these guys? Oops, with these guys, like just execute them.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have killer?
I mean, we would kill them like we would shoot them instead of, we're not killing them, we're putting them out of action.
Okay, so you're just lighting them up until they're broken.
Correct.
Okay. So um, I guess just do rifle rolls. See how many rounds you use.
No. I'm saying we're going to go up and stab them,
Oh.
but we're attacking them like we would be shooting them. We're not like slicing their throat. We're killing them,
Okay.
taking them out of action.
Okay. So I'll just say these guys are out of action. So, oops, I meant to do that for this guy. So, I think we will conclude here for the time being, and then resume, uh, part 2 of this half-cocked plan, on the next session on the 7th. But we will do XP first. So everybody, let me know when you have your character sheets up to tally your XP.
I do.
Okay. Um, well, hold on, Lena, are you there? Because I know you stepped away. Um, shit. So far, oh, hold on. JC there? So I know Tom and Marty are there. Is anybody else there?
Yeah, Jason's
Oh,
here.
okay, well you didn't answer me the first time. Or at least I didn't hear you if you did. So for XP and then yeah. So
Oh,
everybody. So and also
I'm almost done. 5 minutes.
um your XP total, Jace. If you look in you have to manually tally it up. You have some starting XP. But so everybody who participated in the game session, you get 1 point of XP.
Yes.
Yep. Did you follow your moral code?
Yep.
Um, okay. Did you, work towards your big dream?
No.
Sort of. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, this is
No.
important to try to get out of our hellhole and to find this leader so I can punch him in the face. So we're working towards that goal, don't you think?
Yeah, you've
Did
made
you
a pretty
punch?
major. What?
Did you punch someone in the face?
No, no, no. We have to. We're
I.
the goal
I'm
is to
thinking.
punch the guy in the face. So I'm working my
Okay.
way there.
Right.
Yeah, for context, his big dream, if you're fine with me sharing it,
Yeah, that's fine.
is that he wants to find the commander who deployed your division to this planet and punch him in the face. That's his big dream.
Okay.
So I will say that in this case, you made pretty major progress towards because you're taking one step towards you know getting off of this planet and maybe finding General Ruler Rome, punching him in the face. Um, so your big dream, significant discovery or revelation. Did any of you guys make one?
A what?
Did you make a significant discovery or revelation?
I discovered that grenades suck.
uh,
I discovered
reconning
that
the
I can assist
base.
with tech.
What, Tom?
Reconning the base.
Yeah,
I
I mean
don't really. I mean, that
reconning.
could be the only thing. Yeah.
Yeah, reconning the base without setting off the alarm, especially how you defuse that like computer like nerd rage moment.
Yeah.
So you get XP for that. Um, significant discovery revelation, extraordinary action of some kind. We just covered that. Did you perform a successful action related to your area of expertise, such as treating a wound as a medic or repairing something as a mechanic?
No.
No, since I failed the computer.
Are we doing one by one or
Yeah, we're
all
doing the.
together?
No, each question is individual.
Okay. So
So
shut up.
so. So I would say no in this case. Well, Riley was like, scouting and doing recon, so yes. Did you travel through at least one hex on the travel map that you had not visited before? Everybody did, so you get that point. Um, did you overcome one or more dangerous events using violent or non-violent means? You technically were in multiple dangerous events. You have not resolved the current one, but you did earlier, so yes. Um, did you risk your life for your buddy?
Um,
Okay, so no. Um, did you make significant progress towards or complete your group's current objective? Yes. And the last one, nobody took a crit, so no.
So is no an additional point, or do you get experience for getting a crit?
You get experience if you take a crit and recover from it.
Ah.
And the thing is, no, the criteria though is that if you got a crit in the previous session, like in a previous session, for example, and you healed from it in this session, you would get a point for this session, not the previous one. So, if that makes sense. Um, so yeah, that's XP. Is there any other questions, comments, concerns? Hope everybody had fun.
course.
Good. I have to say, as always, Interstellar Marines just keeps getting funnier and funnier every passing session. Because only in this session did I ever see players get 2 1s 3 times. Oh
It
my
was
god.
crazy, the splats.
Yeah, it's like a Splatapalooza. It's just
I really have to go because
okay.
nature's
Yeah.
calling really
Okay.
badly.
All right.
So,
Well, see you next time.
yep.
Bye.
Well, guys, thanks for having me. I appreciate you letting me play an NPC for a little while.
Yeah.
Hopefully you want to join us and play with us while going forward.
Yeah, I might. I'll have to think about it. I got a lot of crap going on in terms of my gaming schedule, so I got to see where I can jump in. But yeah, this was a good opportunity to try out the system. This was my very first time playing Twilight, so
Well, you learn real quick. Grenades suck.
yeah, I learned my lesson, man. I'll tell you, if I had known that, I would have just walked out there with something else in my hands. You know what I mean? It would have
Yeah,
been more effective.
they're really weird. They're either really good or they really suck. You never get a gray area with them, and it gets armored troops. You don't do any damage. They'll
Yeah, they're
lead your
really good for
robot where it's
suppression.
CUFing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I find odd because in a confined space, I would imagine that a grenade would be fantastic for armored troops because the sheer concussive force in a hallway against three dudes stacked together would be insane.
Now I don't know if does Urban do anything with grenades in close quarters. Did they change anything with that?
I don't know.
I
I mean,
don't
you
know.
have a
My book's
copy,
sitting in
so
my mail. Yeah, my book's sitting in the mailbox right now, so I need to go get it
yeah.
today.
So, well, I'm gonna hop off. Thanks again, guys, for showing up for this and you know putting 100% in. So we will play on the 7th if everybody can make it.
Yep.
Yep.
All
See you
right,
then.
see you guys. Thanks
All
Bye.
again.
right. See you later.